理想の世界の中で叫ぶ有望者と現実世界に終わらせ叫ぶ絶望者の理想の世界に迫る君は有望者で現実世界に迫る僕は絶望者で
I forgot to unmute. Hi everyone, how are we doing? Welcome in. Why are you guys plotting against me already? We just started. And why am I already seeing plans to make me Voldemort? I don't want to be Voldemort, chat. What the fuck?
Wow.
What the fuck?
You really snatched
Snatch my weave,
Surichi.
Surichi. Wig!
Yes,
queen! Ooh, my mic is a little too close. I get it. Bad. Fuck you and your bald. You want me bald? All right, chat. Who's ready for a smacking? Huh. But how are we all doing today? It feels like it's been a while, even though it really hasn't. Been 2 days, and I say it's been an eternity. Baldi's Basics? Ooh, I should play that game. That'd be funny. Hi, Ness. Welcome in. Can we get a shout out for, Ness? Let's do a little shout out. Also, how was your stream, by the way? I saw you were streaming earlier. I couldn't join, though, because I was at work. It was rude. No, we cannot. Yes, we can. Get your shout out, you little bitch. Get it. But welcome in Ness, welcome in Rat, welcome in Benewin, welcome in Ash Riley, welcome in Garlic, and I think that's everyone that's here right now that I see. Those that I see out of the hole in my wall. Yes, welcome in. We are finally doing the fucking finale for this game. How could you talk to me in such a way when you know I'm so sensitive? I can't believe this. I'm so sorry, Pookie. Here, I'll give you a little peck on the cheek. Mwah, there you go. To make it all better. But yes, no problem. Ooh, I just opened. Oh, that was a good pop. No. Oh, there we go. I have soda because I'm an idiot and forgot to grab water. So we'll see how my throat is by the end of the stream. Luckily, we've done one of the endings for Haruhi? Morichika Haruhi? Yes. We've done one of the, so last time we did one of the endings for him. We were originally gonna play through his entire route that day, but I was very tired and pretty sick. So, we're actually and finally gonna beat this goddamn game, chat. It's only been like, what, 2 months? 3 months? Oh god, has it been 3 months since we've been playing this game? Oh god. Oh god. It's a good game. I've built my entire career off this game, but it's a good game. I won't give you much for... Oh! Wait, what? Wait, what just happened? Ping, what just happened? It had to be done? I didn't see what happened. Oh no. Did something bad happen and I just didn't notice? I'm sorry. But ew water, yes, ew water. Destroy the water. Oh, do you not have deleted messages visible? They should be. If, you go to moderator mode, you should be able to. But otherwise, no. If you ban someone, all of the stuff deletes on stream as a precaution. Only because of the Gartic phone incidents, chat. We've had way too many Gartic phone incidents where people would come in and go, you're the flirt, suck my dick. Fuck you. I'm God. I will destroy you. I will smite you down to the ends of the earth. You will never escape my wrath. Man, I'm sad I can't be here today because I'm at work and I have a meeting, but enjoy. Have fun at your meeting, Giza. Don't worry, all the VODs will be posted. I believe all the VODs are updated currently for MAMIYA. Let me snappies. We got it all updated. So all the current, I think there's 11 fucking episodes of MAMIYA, chat. Like, we've truly been playing this game for a long fucking time. And I'm so excited to experience the ending with you all. This is MAMIYA, a very interesting game. We are just gonna load in from our last save, since we did save on a choice about what to say to Mina. And let's just say Haruhi I believe it's Haruhi, right? It's Haruhi or Haruki. Either way, purple-haired Morichika just decided to do a backflip off a building, but it's okay. It's fine. We're gonna bring him back. Wait, what? This is not it. I was about to say Mina, but then I firmly shook my head. Did I not save? Fuck! No! I did not save. Oh, chat, you know what that means? It means it's time to fucking click skip like our life depends on it. Damn it. I made a joke saying banned by Benuin, then got banned by Benuin. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Alright. I was wondering, I was like, no, I hope Garlic didn't say anything bad. Holy shit, I forgot that this is what it all looks like. Alright, Morichika Haruki. Oh, we could just skip to the chapter! Oh, yes! Alright. The meal ended, Toma takes Haruki to a museum to talk. I completely forgot his story already. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But we're gonna skip. I know that we pretended to be a girl so we can get in bed with him. Alright, it is Haruki, not Haruhi. Alright, give me the choice. I want to make good decisions this time. Alright, let's try to listen to his troubles chat, because he's a very sensitive man. And it's playing one of the fucking best songs of the game! Yes! One of the fucking saddest songs in this game. Anytime you hear this song in MAMIYA, you know shit's going down. My appeal was called it, yes. Hey, Haruki? Huh? Oh, are we getting a CG? Oh, chat, we're already disappearing. That is... Oh my god. Ooh, that is so pretty. Look at them. Oh, damn, Haruki's fucking fit. Gojo jump scare. No, yeah, no, he looks like Gojo. God damn it, chat. He looks like Gojo. Why? Haruki, why do you have to be Gojo? Wait, isn't Gojo dead or something in Jujutsu Kaisen? I've never watched season 2. I probably just, like, spoiled it for the, like, everyone. Or maybe not, because it's been out for a while. I don't care if we never meet again. Treat me as disposable if you want. But could you please tell me about your worries and complaints? You want to use a love hotel as a confession booth? The indirect lighting created vague shadows between us. The bed's canopy was hiding him as he laid down, only letting his voice through. As he said, it looked like a simplified confession booth. I'm sure not even God is listening. Man, I've got some weird woman after me. His voice made it seem like he didn't know how to react. He always gave up whenever I became stubborn. That is a bombshell one should not drop. Possibly not. I let out a dry chuckle. And he let out a long sigh. I pushed a friend, and I heard him. His voice was very gentle and velvety. He could have even died if the angle was worse. Oh, this was after we, okay, so this is after Haruki pushed, Minato down the stairs, and then Minato forgets about him. It was as cool as river water, and it seemed to pleasantly flow between the fingers. I hate having people get mad. Oh, I hate having people get mad at me, scold me, or be disappointed in me. So I'd always run away when I had to apologize, rather than feeling like shit when no one forgives me. I prefer to just act like we never had a relationship. Despair akin to self-derision. Derision? But this time, I wanted to apologize. no matter what. I didn't care how he scolded or verbally abused me. I just wanted to accept it all in a tone. The pauses between his words gradually grew longer. But he didn't even let me apologize. He didn't remember me. What kind of face was he making right now? Why couldn't I push this canopy aside and pat him on his back? I wanted to apologize for nearly causing his death. And then
I need more
convey
head
my
pats,
feelings.
Oni-chan.
Oh, thank you for the head pack, Scarlet. Feelings? His sentiment was like a faint light. Consideration. Proper devotion to someone. It was as smooth as silk, and can melt even under body heat. This room had no windows. Could his wish reach the heavens like this? This meager love could fall and sink into infertile wastes. It'd be nice if some wings could carry it through the sky. Fuck you, Benuan. How dare you? Unbonk me. Yeah, there's cooldown, bitch. Can't head pat me forever. No praises for eternity. No murder for eternity either. And especially no bald for eternity, chat. You thought you had control over me, chat? No. It was I that had control over you. Alright, I'll stop. Are you satisfied? After catching his breath, he made a hard voice. No matter how hard I squeeze out my words, his throat quivered and became filled with the sound of fear. My neck's so cold. Can't just do it. Morichika Haruki checked out of the hotel early in the morning and looked for the next place to stay. What a strange woman. She'd stuck to him like glue last night, but come morning, she disappeared like she was never there. Well, she'll also forget about me in time.
I need more head pats, Oni-chan.
Time was callous. No! Stop it! You will not have control over me! Boycott Bunny Milk? No, that's rude. We do, everybody unfollow. What the fuck? That's so mean, chat. Time was callous. Boo! Ah! Hi, Dead Man, how you doing? Dead Man's King, Dead Man's King. How are you today? Hope you're having a good one. The cooldown isn't that long, no. It's literally only 2 minutes, I think. It's as long as the actual, like, the head pat, like, gif. I might need to make the cooldowns longer, though. I don't know. I'll think about it. No matter how hard you wanted stagnation, morning would come again and again. In his current state, the light of the sun felt outright painful. Even if he was with someone else, he just felt pity for himself for not getting any reciprocation.
I need more head pats, Oni-chan.
Suddenly, he heard the familiar sound of a bell and looked up. Oh yeah, there's mass today. His white breath danced in the dry sky. He'd been to mass many times with his whole family. Back then, the plate was round and large, and yet, what's broken can't be unbroken. Once it's broken, it's all over. That's him as a kid? Fuck, he's adorable! A divorce? What? It's exactly what it sounds like, Haruki. Haruki. I've already talked to the lawyer. For someone your age, the parental rights go to... Wait, Mom! Aren't you coming back home? Back home? All I'm thinking of is how to get you two back. Mom, you're misunderstanding something. If you actually met instead of talking by phone... It was a matter of time. We would have divorced sooner or later. And it just happened to be now. It's not your fault. No. It's a problem that I lived separately. Your father has the upper hand. Getting Toma might be difficult. Stop. I don't want to hear it. Sorry for telling you this all at once. But just remember that I want to live with you. I want the four of us to be together. So did I. The sound of the ended call seemed louder than normal. Where did he go wrong? He could have counted on his bro, and yet...
I need more
I
head
sure
pats,
stand out.
Oni-chan.
Thank you for all the head pats. It's pronounced yif? No, chat, we're not, no. No yif. Get the yif out of here. I'm not a furry. Part 3, my god. The man in the mod's coat didn't seem to belong in the church. Feeling like that was obvious, he ignored the looks thrown his way and sat down on a random bench. This is rare. You're early. You ever heard the story of Cain and Abel? No. What about it? It's about two brothers who bear the original sin. I know, not am I my brother's keeper. Those are the words said by an older brother who had a grudge against the younger one. And he killed him. It's supposed to be the first line mankind ever told. Why are you telling me this now? Who knows? Haruki. Mom called in. It's a divorce, bro. You're annoying me. Talk properly. Sorry. We need to stop them. The lungs he cursed so many times were more of a hindrance than ever. We gotta... This was the worst time to be having such a bad fit. He reached out for the inhaler placed on the side table. But his brother's hand took it away. He thought it would help. He thought he would show care and bring it to his mouth. So why? Why was he just looking down at him? Inhaler in hand. Bro. It's your fault, Haruki. It's your fault for not conveying it properly. You're the one who destroyed our family. Haruki looked at his brother. He wanted to tell Toma that he couldn't even breathe right without the inhaler. You're such a poor boy. The silent voice that betrayed no emotion was like a late-night blizzard. The passing snow stuck to his face as the heavy, painful cold was suffocating him. Mom and Dad both wanted to return to being a nice family. But because you're so inattentive, you go and break social circles without even trying. There's no way anyone could be with you when you're like this. He begged his brother. Listen, Haruki. For the sake of society, remember this at least. He begged him to give him back the inhaler. You will spend your whole life unable to love anyone. This probably wasn't that uncommon. A cold family that fell apart, not because of extreme evils like abuse, but because of things simply not turning out right. And no one helped. I never needed a family in the first place. I don't like anyone. If everything can fall apart, I don't mind being alone. Something that had been decided at birth somehow accompanied people their entire lives. I could easily run away if I felt like it, but taking that one final step, it's just so terrifying. If only there was proof that there was a verdant green field below the floor of ice. I'm still unable to discard the dreamlike notion that could all be fixed one day. Are you really okay with this? Do I have to end this by my own hand? Did he have no choice but to stop clinging to the warmth of an old and crush it all into tiny pieces? Wow, I struggled. Haruki? An unfamiliar voice called out to him, making his shoulders tremble. So you did come to Soruchi's funeral, didn't you? The ones talking to him were Natsumi Sochiroi's parents. Thank you for getting along with him. Oh, it was nothing. Natsumi Sochiroi's family was like one out of a picture book. A youthful woman, an educated and dignified man, and an honest and smart son. A refined family of wealthy people. The kind of people Morichika Haruki struggled to deal with. We will hold a memorial mass for him, so we came here to discuss it. Oh, I see. Talking to these people made him feel like someone really seedy. They were kind enough to not show any sadness. It was an adult thing to do. This felt like a scene out of a drama. Within the light, a husband and a wife who'd lost their son showed acceptance to a tramp of a man. However, the two looked at Morichika Haruki as a friend of their son and a young man. Their gazes made him feel ticklish, almost uncomfortable. What? He spoke up, stopping the adults. It was very unlike him. What was Natsumi like to you? The sudden question made them widen their eyes at first, but they immediately looked at each other and smiled. Soichiroi was a child like the air. Like the air? I suppose it's unusual to say this about your own son, but he was a strange boy. He acted like he was perfect ever since he was born. I don't remember him ever causing us any trouble. We wondered if a boy like this can make any friends at all. It was less of a worry and more of a curiosity, though. I wondered if he was enjoying his life. But it looks like he really did make some friends. So, thank you for being one of them. Friends? Had he actually done enough for him as a friend? Had he given enough to the late Natsumi? Literal murder. No, he literally committed murder. Her name is literally Bunny Milk. That doesn't mean Yif! Ooh! Oh, fuck, we're disappearing. Look at him! Oh my god, the music. Man is literal god, let's go! Holy shit! Here, I'll make it. Oh, whoops. I didn't want it up here. Let me disappear. But no, oh my god, he is not beating the Gojo allegations today. His hair is literally white in this picture. Oh my god. So Haruki is the Gojo of... So wait. Kaito is the fucking Naruto of MAMIYA. And Haruki is the Gojo of MAMIYA. Got it. Would Minato be Deku? Ah, fuck. Who would Ryo be? Ryo would be the kid from Assassination Classroom. I feel like that would be the case. The light of the winter morning had a color so pure and strong, he wanted to look away. His face, bathed in the morning light, was pale, and his closed eyelids received a beautiful orange tint. The coldness of the wood he sat on was like a close ally to him. He thought about Natsumi's family. A mother and a father, both of them deeply hurt. Before they were parents, they were a pair of lovers and a pair of people. They may have seemed mature, but deep in their hearts, there was a younger part of them. A small and soft patch of skin, which was hiding their pain and allowed them to act strong. Was my family like that too? His mother, father, and his brother, Morichika Toma, born before him, they were forever his seniors. They were also far stronger than him in his frail body. And so, he thought they could handle some pain. But that probably wasn't the case at all. Things weren't that convenient. Being alone allowed a person to be at peace. No matter how close you were to someone or how many people you bedded, the bullet hole in your heart would never be closed. The phone. Natsumi's phone had to be returned to those people. He strongly wanted to do something for them, no matter how small. But for that, he had to interact with Tojo Minato, even if reconciling with him was impossible. Wondering who it was, he checked his phone and widened his eyes. Yeah, alright. I'll come right away. His father had collapsed. That was what the doctor on the other end revealed. Haruki was surprised that his father had included his number among his emergency contacts. For a while, he stood in front of the church, lost in thought. And eventually, he decided to go. Dad! Before he could say anything, a voice behind him finished his call. Their eyes met, and the awkwardness made him turn away. But Morichika Toma seemed not to pay any attention to his little brother. You're his family? Even the doctor would look at and talk to Morichika Toma rather than him. His discomfort was almost crushing. Yet Morichika Haruki also did his best to nod. The two were in the waiting room. Morichika Toma didn't sit down for a second. Seemingly not wanting to be close to him, he repeatedly walked away to call someone. A few hours later, he suddenly called out to him. Does Mom know? Huh? Did you contact Mom about this? Yeah, more or less. The hell do you mean, more or less? Toma knew their mother's number, so he could have called her himself. Haruki was about to say that, but he just cracked his neck and stayed silent. That was because Morichika Haruki himself was about to understand the fear of calling in a strange family member. Unable to bear the silence, a short sigh escaped his lips. I'll look after Dad. You can leave if you want. If I want? You just want to tell me to leave, don't you? I mean, it's not like you're interested in this. His brother was implying that to Haruki. Even his father's death must have felt like a pain in the ass. And that wasn't too far off the mark. He hated his family, and he certainly didn't want to see a person die. The person who happened to occupy the role of his father simply happened to be fading. That's true. He stood up, and facing away from his brother, he left the hospital. You ingrate. Come in. Dad, it's been a while. The next day, Morichika Haruki went to see his father. He picked a time when he wouldn't run into Morichika Toma. His father, simply lying there, looked more gaunt and unreliable than he'd imagined. Had he ever stared at his father's face with such fixedness? How long had it been since they talked one-on-one? How are you? Oh, I felt really bad yesterday, but I'm far better now. I see, it's good to hear. An almost unbearable silence filled the room. Won't you sit down? Oh, right. I just felt that I should at least see your face. I see. He might have been at his limit. Perhaps it was time to break the icy floor below. This old man likely had no interest in him either, so he wouldn't even be shocked. Oh my god, it's MAMIYA? Yes, it's MAMIYA! Welcome in, Filebuster! I didn't read that line, fuck, sorry. Haruki. What is it? His father spoke up at a time that made Haruki feel as though he was reading his mind. It made his eyes tremble. He took a deep breath, fearing what those lips would eventually utter. What could this aged mouth say to him? An annoying sermon? Something about inheritance? Maybe his mother's whereabouts? He gathered his resolve and slowly closed his eyes. None of it's your fault. Huh? A sharp air gently grazed Morichika Haruki's skin. He opened his eyes in surprise and saw his father wearing a smile. I've always wanted to say that to you. Particles of light danced in the white room. The hand of the clock on the wall was moving forward in an orderly fashion. I imagine you may have been fretting about the fact that we had a divorce. But why now? After all this time? But, Dad... The voice he let out was laughably pitiful, but his father didn't seem to mind. It's because I said something weird to Mom. No, Haruki. It's not your fault. Time couldn't be turned back. Light would gradually flow in one direction. But the pain of that time and the apology was finally heard as the room was brought back to the past. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry. He spoke as though he was 16 again and collapsed, crying. His father looked on as his son grasped and wrinkled the sheets, crying warm tears over them. It's okay, Haruki. It's no one's fault. Sade. Chapter 5. I'm assuming this is Golden Journey. Oh, this is an easy fix. Really? Give it to me. He was taken deeper into a shop covered in silver accessories. It looks like the gas adjuster screw is just a bit off. You just open it with a screwdriver, turn it to the minus and plus a bit, and there. When the wheel was turned, a flame of a familiar color lit up. It's on. It can easily be repaired if you just work with it a little. Hey, Morichika! Before the conversation was even over, he rushed out of the shop, unable to sit still. See, Tojo? I told you it ain't broken. Did he get the snow globe fixed? Waiting at the school gates made him really tense. Yo. Oh, hello. He bowed lightly with a perplexed expression and prepared to walk by Morichika Haruki when... You remember Natsumi? Huh? And the phone you got from him? I never got any phone from Natsumi. And... he's no longer... The side pocket of your backpack. Huh? This... isn't mine? What is this phone? It's something he left you before passing on. Why? Natsumi and I were just classmates. Let's go give it back. To his family. We talked about that. Well, I do think I should give it back. But, please, tell me why I even have it. Who are you, anyway? This was a meaningless act he never would have done before. He would have never tried to start over with someone he'd already cut ties with. I'm Natsumi's friend, and yours as well. My name's Morichika Haruki. I'm 22, unemployed. My hobbies are pachinko, horse races, movies, and reading. Any questions? We're really friends? We went to a club in Shibuya and a restaurant in Azabu. No way, I'd never go to places like that. We had meat fillets. And how can I know that you didn't force me to drink and eat with you to make me pay for it or something? After a bit of silence, he slowly exhaled some cigarette smoke. If this was our first meeting, your rudeness right now would have made me click my tongue and walk off. The fact I'm still here is proof of the trust we had. You just confirmed the extent of a friendship only you feel. He sipped coffee like he still wasn't convinced and straightened himself before speaking. Is this really Natsumi's phone? It doesn't turn on, so I can't be sure. There's a ton of your photos inside. I don't recall taking photos of Natsumi. Did he take sneak shots? Was he my fan or something? That's not entirely off the mark. Seriously? He never acted that way. Are you shocked? If he was my fan, he could have just said so. So you're not that much against it. Well, something must have happened between us in the memories I lost. You're just gonna admit that you're an amnesiac? Recently, I've been having lots of trouble due to confusing memories. They say it's because I hit my head somehow, which is probably correct. You're so frank about it, it's kind of throwing me off. Well, then let's frankly get this over with.
I need more head
Oh,
pats.
thank you for the head pats! Hi, Jinx! Welcome in! How are you doing? Can we get a shout out for Jinx? I also had to take a drink. Here. No audio since I'm working late, but good luck. Ah, good luck, have fun! Hold on, shout out. Surprise shout out. Fuck! Ping got to it before I could. Thank you, Ping! But have fun at work! Thank you for the lurk. Tojo Minato finished his coffee as Morichika Haruki looked up at him, dumbfounded. What? We're going to Natsumi's place, right? Oh, we getting a CG? Aw, you had my hopes up! And maybe random redeems. Thank you, thank you! It was a house of the classical variety that one would expect to belong to rich people. It hadn't changed at all since Haruki was here a long time ago. Oh my, Soichiro's friends, please do come in. His mother was like a figure straight out of an old shoujo manga. Sorry for intruding like this. We came to return an item that Soichiro... Would you like to take a look at his room? Huh? It's right here. Watch your step. This is Soichiro's room. Wow, it's so white. That's so like him. Wait, we kind of just followed you in, but is it really okay for us to be in here? Of course, Soichiro would be overjoyed to have Haruki and a school friend over. Over here, this is his album. Oh, wow. He's such a pretty boy. Man, that takes me back. He was very attached to Haruki. Thank you so much for getting along with him. It's hardly a thing you should be thanking me for. As Tojo Minato looked around, a framed photo eventually caught his eye. Is this? Oh, I don't know much about the details, but there was this cafe that Soichiro would often visit. The photo showed Natsumi in high spirits, accompanied by a maid in a long skirt. I see. Tojo. I'm really glad to see that he was happy. Sorry about that. I got more excited than I should have. How unbecoming. He never brought any friends over, you see. Today makes me just very happy. We actually came to give back something of his. Tojo Minato played along and presented her the phone. This is Natsumi's phone. I had it, but I don't really know why. But we came here today because we believe it should be returned to his family, to you. I see. Thank you for coming. It must have taken a lot of courage. Looking at them with eyes full of affection, Natsumi's mother smiled. Were you aware that he was missing for 3 days after he died? Yeah. He had never once behaved improperly. I spent many nights worrying that he may have gotten involved in something bad. Ugh. Still holding the phone, Tojo Minato began to tremble. Then with his phone, Natsumi, he... Please, don't get it wrong, Tojo. His death was due to a sudden heart failure, a natural death with no sign of foul play. It simply took a while to find him because he was deep in a forest, in a place barely any people visit. It's very like him, isn't it? He was at the mound! Chat, it's all full circling! You know the body that was buried in the mound? So, it's Mamiya. But I think Mamiya is also fucking Natsumi now. At this point, they could be technically the same person. I think Natsumi died in the same place Mamiya died. And that's why the two of them are so strongly connected to each other. When Natsumi comes back to his world, that's why Mamiya is like, it kind of knows who the fuck he's dealing with already. Because he's seen Natsumi already. I mean, we've already had the theory that the original Mamiya was Natsumi's Mamiya. However, it was Kaito's. But there's still another Mamiya that we haven't met. Unless that's Minato. When Kaito was saying Minato... Or not Kaito, but when everyone was saying Minato was like Mamiya's twin or some shit. I don't know. The storyline is very, like, there's so much to unpack. We're gonna have to do, like, a stream where we review the whole story, okay? Maybe we'll do that one day, or I'll do just a random video on it and post it on YouTube or something. But, like, I want to unpack the full story. That would be so cool. It wasn't suicide or some other awful incident. And it most certainly wasn't your fault. Would it make it easier for you too if I had this phone? If you don't mind, I would like you to keep it. I feel like this may have been Soichiro's final act of selfishness, perhaps. Okay, if it's alright with you. Thank you. And feel free to visit whenever you'd like. I'll make sure to prepare some snacks. Do you think you maybe shouldn't have gone to Natsumi's place? No, that's not it. I'm happy I got to talk to his mother. But while I feel I dropped one weight off my back, I was also given another. What do I do with this? He took out the familiar black object from his bag and held it like something precious. I don't remember this at all. I see. How about you? What will you do now? You were looking into Natsumi's death, weren't you? His parents seem to have accepted what happened, so that's done, right? Yeah, right. So what now? Haruki realized he no longer had an excuse to meet Minato. I can't say I want to go back. The words that escaped his mouth made Minato laugh. You can actually say some pretty cute stuff, huh? I get it, though. I still have no idea how to process these feelings. So, you don't want to go back with me? Huh? He held up his motorbike's keys with the tip of his finger. I don't really know what to do. It might have seemed a bit forced. So, could you help me with the thinking? You sure got nicer. Huh? Sure. I feel like I gotta make time to have a proper talk with you. Oh my god! A broken snow globe. We'll never go back to how it used to be. I'm sorry for pushing you. And for what happened before that, I said some awful stuff. But if you gather the fragments, even they made your fingers bleed. Even if they make your fingers bleed, the effort poured into putting it back together was never wasted. I didn't mean to do that. And I want to start over with you. Sure, okay. Just don't give me those droopy eyebrows. A hand gently touched his shoulder. Listen, Morichika. Words you say once can never be taken back. A palm so strong and warm, it melted the snow. But words can also be used to fix things. Searching for something they had no name for, they headed off with no destination in mind. They sped down the national highway, heading nowhere in particular. Even the breaths he took felt refreshing. Hold on tight. As I cut through the cold wind, the arms wrapped around him from behind felt warm. Give me the CG! Yeah! Oh my god, he's eating the glizzy! Look at him! Look at Arch. Fuck, no, Minato's not Deku. He's the fucking... He's the chill guy from Chainsaw Man. I don't remember his name, the black-haired dude who gets like a really cool curse. That guy. He looks like that guy. It's Gojo and the fucking that dude. Corn dog. Corn dog! Oh my god, it's a Kong dog. No, Deku's absolutely a more fitting comparison. Really? Oh, I guess with the eye, yeah. But look at them. It's Bakugo and Deku, chat. Ah, they're adorable. I love them. Next, we should... you okay with spending the night at a manga cafe? Sure. Let us read some manga and go to sleep. Roger. Sorry, but it doesn't look like there's any guest houses around here. Oh my god, Mori! He dyed... Did he dye his hair? Or does his hair always have like a black tint? Also, I love his new jacket. It's cold, right? Put this on. Oh my god, you're adorable in oversized clothes. I love you. Don't act tough. I can tell you're more sensitive to the cold than I am. Hey, I'm trying to be nice here. I know. Thanks for worrying about me despite how you're built. Well, as long as you're fine. You're my polar opposite in ways I could never have imagined, based on that first impression. What are you on about? As you probably know, I like festivals and big events and stuff. It's the kind of thing you can enjoy with other people, right? Isn't that just fine? I like them too. You probably do. But more than that, you want time for yourself, right? Meanwhile, I just want to always be with someone who gives me peace of mind. So you want to go back to Tokyo? If you don't want to get on the bike, I can pay for your train ticket and... Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is that your conclusion? I know I probably phrased it all weird, but... Oh my god, it's me and my partner, chat. I feel like I'm the more, like, people-y person out of the two of us. And he's more like, I want to be alone. He's my little Batman. He's very cute. I'm gonna rename my account. It's gonna be Funny Trust. Never mind, I don't want to wait half a year to get... I was gonna say, Guiz did that for a joke. And, like, he had to wait so long to fucking change it back. I don't even remember what he changed it to. But it was like not sauerkraut. Ping, do you remember what it was? It was something weird. The Legacy of Bell Pepper. Yeah, Bell Pepper! It was just Bell Pepper. We can hang out even if we don't think the exact same way, right? I don't want to keep you out of your comfort zone. Actually, what's more funny, chat, is, my partner actually voiced, I might have actually heard this wrong, I don't know. I think he said that he did, like, a voice acting thing for MAMIYA. For, like, a MAMIYA series, and he voice acted Morichika Haruki. So that's what makes this even funnier. I wanted to change my name to Stream Elements. I would cry. Every time I see Stream Elements in the chat, I'd be like, yeah. I know you're haunting me for not picking you over OBS-chan. Get him on the mic, trust? Nah. He doesn't want to be known on streams, and I respect that. I want him to do his own thing. If he doesn't want to be known, he doesn't want to be known. But the people, there are, like, Ping knows who it is. I talk about it a little too much, but it's cute. I don't want to keep you out of your comfort zone. You're not. As long as you don't mind hanging out with me, I'm all good. Also, I'm actually looking forward to seeing that picture when it's completed. Huh? Though somewhat awkwardly, Haruki focused on the sketch he was working on. Oh my god, he draws! Using that wet brush covered in faint green paint, he gave depth to the mountains. He wiped the excess water with a tissue, then repeated the process. Well, we ended up here, so let's ask the info booth if there's any place we can rest.
Thank you for the head pats, Jinx!
Simply figure out who the most Batman-like individual is, and yeah, figure out who's more like Batman and you'll figure it out. My little Deadpool. Don't worry, we will call him Jerry the All-Unknown! Alright, Han, your name is Jerry the All-Unknown on stream. Anytime I mention you on stream now, you're Jerry. Are you in chat? Hold on, wait. Can I see if he's in chat? I don't think he is. No, he's still at work. I'll tell him after stream that we'll call him Jerry the All-Unknown. I'll probably forget about it. Why do you bring us here? I was here on a trip with my family once. The leaves were all red that time of the year. Everyone did their best to make sure we all had a good time, and we succeeded. It's a fond memory of mine, so yeah. Your family must be important to you. I guess. When the sun dipped below the horizon, Morichika's coughs intensified. Sorry. I'll sleep a bit. Oh, is Minato just singing? What was that song? A sound was softly flowing into his drowsy ears. CG! CG! Oh! Oh, snap! Oh my god. You can't tell me they're not fucking dating. Look at how pretty they are. Ah! Goddamn, Deku and Gojo be at it. God, they're so fucking gorgeous. Haruki's hands are so fucking large. They are. He's got the yaoi hands. It was a melody like the falling snow. Minato was topping the bed in rhythm to the heartbeat. The night was cold. You could see the snow outside the window. The side profile Haruki looked upon was lit by a pale light. Taking thin breaths, then exhaling them, he felt like crying. Making sure Minato wouldn't notice that, he closed his eyes. The hand placed over his, above the futon, felt oddly hot to the touch. Its fleshy, healthy vigor filled him with both envy and happiness. He fucking does, yeah. The reason why he began this trip was in part because he wanted to atone, and also because he wanted Minato to regain his memories. However, he also wanted to be someone who could help him in his time of need. He wanted to be his equal. Don't run. His words surprised even himself. Don't worry, I won't. Minato might have thought he was sleep-talking. I've had enough of breaking up and never meeting people again. Even if things change a bit, I want to continue and start over. I'm done pressing an irresponsible reset button. He'd been in a state where the world could simply end, and he would feel nothing. But now he longed for a world with a path that continued ever on. By the way, why do you always wear high-necked clothes? I thought I was just misremembering things. Because someone strangled me. Who? I won't tell and definitely won't laugh. My brother strangled me. His pale fist was trembling. Well, that's definitely something you should get mad about. I'm being real here, Mori. It's not something you should forgive or ignore. In response to those words, Haruki tried to muster his emotions. Goddamn ants, be gone. There's ants all over the screen. But his fatigue won, and he dropped his shoulders. I can't. There's no need to get mad at this. I don't care if I keep getting beat by him. Alright. Wrapping himself in his arms, Haruki heard a voice of resignation through the gaps between. It's like I'm the only one who's ever mad. Am I alone in being so desperate about this? Get serious, will you? Can't you get fired up, Haruki? That was the thing. The heat couldn't well up anymore. The only way of dealing with that he knew of was retreating into a shell and letting the feelings vaporize. That's fine. The only way he knew. I'll get mad in your place. Oh my god, is Minato gonna beat the shit out of Toma? He fucking needs to. Man needs to get the fucking shit beaten out of him. He slowly raised his face. No. Mr. Morichika. Someone needs to get really mad at the injustice committed against you. But if you'll lament that you find that difficult. Tojo Minato took Morichika Haruki's hand. This was the first time he realized that the hand wearing the ring was shaking. I'll help you, Mr. Morichika. His eyes looked directly at him. One silent black, the other verdant green. A pair no one could have. So how about you get what you deserve? Somewhere in this town, a child was crying in this very moment. Just like on any other day. Forcing out a voice that would reach no one. The young one moaned in pain and in suffering. The coldness of the moon hanging above can make one nauseated. But if it could happen one day, if someone can melt that sadness. They're spoiling us! The game is spoiling us, chat! Oh my god! Look at them! I'm screenshotting this. I need this. Hold on, chat. I'm sorry. I need to screenshot this. It's so pretty! I'm putting it in media. I'm changing my fucking profile picture to fucking Toma. I gotta. It's so cute. Or not Toma, Minato. Whimsy. So whimsical. What a whimsical little... What whimsical men. Such pretty men. I want to treasure people. Oh my god, they zoomed in on his fucking face. I've always wanted to love someone, but I couldn't do it because I was scared of everything breaking down again. I wanted a place where I belonged, a peaceful home. The place where you belong can be in my arms if you want. You'd be the kind of home that they call a friend. I'm in a relationship with a name. The kind that doesn't become distant without notice. Ah, I see. Your definition of friend must be far richer than mine. Being bound by some words would be painful for me, but to you, it's something that supports your thinking, right? You don't like it? I'm not sure. I don't really have a way with words. Tell me if you don't get it. It might be a bit annoying. But I'll try again and again to find a metaphor that best conveys it. Well, I do think that some of the stuff you say at times is kind of complicated. But that's okay. We can start over from here. Your life, my life, neither of them can ever end because of some wound from your past becoming fatal. You can heal your wounds yourself. They felt as though the northern wind caressing their necks had suddenly stopped. That night, the two talked about their upbringing and recent events. Tojo Minato revealed that he was sexually assaulted by Nagaki Mayuri, but that he didn't give up regardless. Morichika Haruki revealed that one thoughtless thing he said made his entire family fall apart, but that he was still forgiven by his father. He also added that he was hated by Morichika Toma. By the time the night turned dark and Tojo Minato went to sleep, Haruki felt like smelling fire and went outside, tobacco in hand. He closed his eyes and strained his ears to the sound of burning oil. Before he knew it, dawn had came, and the sky was gradually waking up. Revealing everything about himself couldn't damage anything about him, even if he showed trust in another and buried his loneliness. No one could touch and damage the part that made Morichika Haruki truly beautiful. What was I afraid of? Under a melting sky, the sun shining on the lighter burned softly. Though there was the atmosphere in the way of the faint red, the fire was still hot. Have you heard of Treasure Island? The small island to the north of Great Britain. Despite the name, it had very few actual treasures to offer. It was an uninhabited island in a high latitude, causing snow to fall there the whole year round. It's a place where the sun rarely ever showed itself. A world shrouded in silver with snow as far as the eye can see. There is a lone house standing there, though. Its windows are lit up, but if you go in to investigate, you'll find the house completely empty. However, you'd find some fresh, warm bread and soup inside, like it was made just for you. Within sleep, Haruki was the snow. To be more precise, he had collapsed on the ground and was buried by so much snow that you couldn't see his back. It was dark and cold there, with no one else around. The blue spreading before him was terrifying, making him silently shut his eyes. It's fine, Morichika. Suddenly, someone took some snow off with his bare hands. Again and again. Even as his aching fingers lost warmth and turned redder and redder with every scoop. He continued to take off the heavy snow piled up on Morichika Haruki. Haruki wondered why he would suffer the cold to do this. Hey! A soothing spring breeze passed through his locks. This is what I call friendship. The scent of melting water tickled his nose. Oh, it's joinery, not journey. Joinery is the same thing as journey. Chapter 6. Fernway. You should start by not living in that abandoned building. Why? Did you just become upset because I implied there's a problem with your way of life? I didn't really. I just wondered why. You want to do right by those around you, right? You should start by treating yourself. Here. Get a place to stay with this. It should be enough for a cheap business hotel. Huh? Don't you dare use it for gambling, though. Seriously. Hold on, Tojo. This is like 10k yen. That's a lot for a student. There's no way I can take it from you. It's fine. I got a part-time job. So I actually have more money than you. Wow, what a flex. I am actually, richer than you, bitch. Bow down to me. Alright. I get that I messed up by haunting this shitty, dirty building. But I still won't take the money. What will you do then? I'll talk to my family. You should rent a place then. Huh? I'll be your co-signer. But I don't have money. Then you can repay me once you do. And while I'm still alive. I won't rush you. Anyway, remind me. Do you know how to play shogi? Kinda. It's kinda boring at the hospital, so play a game with me. I didn't think I could do something so father and son-like with you. I often played shogi with my father, so I was dreaming of the day I got to play with my own children. I suppose you can't give up on such things. Oh. I lost. You did. You're pretty good, though. I used to play a lot. Oh? With your friends. With Toma. And quite often, too. That made me realize something. All my memories involve him. I feel like I mistreated him. He was so focused on being a well-adjusted person that I couldn't pamper him at all. Pamper Toma? He probably wanted to be. He just had a stronger sense of responsibility than most. He pampered me all the time in the past. You're his little brother. You shouldn't worry too much about that. Little brother, huh? My little brother. Brothers always had to support and help each other. Yes, that's why my father has been telling me since I was little. It wasn't a burden. Haruki's important to me, and he helps me too. The gall to say that. He placed the children's book he'd been holding back on the desk and let it aside. The book was now out of print, and surely neither Nagaki Mayuri nor Samjima Satoru knew about that. Morichika Toma was Arisugawa Asuma's sole reader. I wonder what Arisugawa would say if he saw me as I am now. Remembering the various lessons he got from talking to him, Toma hung his head. I should have became a hero. A brave, humorous boy, like the kind who appears in Arisugawa Asuma's books. But now, I'm like the evil wizard. I didn't want to know this dirty smile. Toma, what are you thinking? He remembered Nagaki's enraged shouts as she confronted him in the cold hospital hallway. You made him bedridden, and his health is declining. Are you really his brother? In a strange twist of fate, Toma's brother had been nice to Nagaki, and she was completely serious about this. I am. I'll always be his brother, no matter what kind of person I am, and he'll always be my brother, no matter what kind of person he becomes. It was an area that strangers like Nagaki couldn't step into. Neither of us can escape that. It was a connection that had been there since the day they were born. It's unforgivable. Why had it turned out like this? The year 2006. A few years had passed since his mother left home for work-related reasons. Though he'd grown, Haruki still struggled with health issues that forced him to visit the hospital on a regular basis. After returning from studying abroad, Toma had begun to live by himself, but he still put in the effort to visit his father regularly. Toma, is life going well for you? Yeah, no, I have my hands full with instrument maintenance. I'm sorry I can't send you money. Don't worry about me, I'll be happy as long as you live doing what you want to do. The young man could hardly make a living by just playing music. Toma was acutely aware of this and had recently given himself more work in after-school childcare. Though if it does become too much, don't hesitate to tell me.
Yeah. I like spat up you. Hold on, let me take a sip.
Whatever you do, you always have an advantage if you do it early. Please don't forget that. His mother was absent and his brother was sickly. Toma was the only one in this family capable of carrying his father's feelings. By now, he was used to visiting the hospital. What are you reading?
The moon over the mountain. It was touched on during Japanese class, so I got curious.
I see. I brought a change of clothes. You want anything else?
Stop treating me like a kid. I'm already 16, and there's a library nearby I can borrow books from.
Haruki, sitting in his bed, looked so healthy. Healthily, Toma found it sad that he had to be locked in here. Dad's being treated at home. They said he's gonna get better soon. Oh, I see. Haruki didn't know what to say. His relationship with their father hadn't been particularly good.
I'm glad to hear that.
Following those blunt words, he shifted focus back to the book in his hand. Toma wasn't able to resume practicing for the competition. Haruki, huh? Honestly, we want to discharge him as soon as we can. When Toma asked the doctor when his brother would be released, almost urging him, the doctor gave an unexpected answer. What do you mean? Did he cause trouble? Trouble? You know that he's handsome, right? Well, he received a report that his looks may have charmed our nurses a little. Well, it's not that he's at fault, he just has a sinfully handsome face. I'll pass it over to him. I'm glad he has such a reliable brother. Try not to stress him out, though. Of course. Thank you. You asked me not to treat you like a kid, but you still are.
Yeah, the book you recommended was good. You got any more?
Toma heard his brother's voice next to the sound of the wind blowing in through the window. He seemed to be talking over the phone. Toma had bought him so they could match their schedules.
You really know what I like, huh? Never heard of that one.
Oh, it's a movie. Was it a friend? It had been a while since Toma saw him have a friendly conversation with someone else. The relief made him smile. I wonder if they have it at the video store. The director's latest work is also coming out soon. I'd love to go see it if I'm discharged at the right time. I'm all good, so don't worry too much, Mom. Toma felt like time had frozen in place. What? Who? What did his brother just say now? Even after the call was done, and even though a pleasant wind caressed Toma's cheek, he was immobilized for a good while. Haruki, you were in contact with Mom? Those words Toma hesitantly squeezed out were met with an awkward smile from Haruki.
Don't tell Dad, okay?
The lip Toma bit into was dry, which feigned the flames of his irritation. There was a question in his mind. Why? Since when?
Since 2 years ago, I think. She visited me at the hospital once.
Toma questioned why he was the only one who... Where is she? Nagano, obviously. Toma had never heard of that.
She wanted to meet you too.
In that case, why had she not come back when their father collapsed?
It'd be great to live with her soon, huh?
He barely recognized this boy. Was this man really his brother? Was he actually Morichika Haruki? Ugh. Next thing he knew, a strange scent filled the sterilized room. The scent of strong perfume mixed with the smell of a half-dried cloth gave him a headache like no other.
The face of this man before him seemed to twist and warp. Oh, we got a dark CG! We had one of Minato and Nagaki. Now we get one of Haruki and Toma. Oh my god. This is beautiful. Also, Toma looks like, Victor from Yuri on Ice. Why he's so jolly? I don't know, man. Gojo's always jolly. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my goodness. They both look like Gojo, to be fair. True, true. Toma. The distorted shape that appeared in its place made him want to scream. Who are you? What do you mean? Don't you remember the flesh we ate together? I'm MAMIYA, Toma. No! You're not! You're not the MAMIYA I believed in! Toma's hands couldn't stop shaking. His cells, the MAMIYA that had become his flesh, were speaking to his senses, now that he himself had become proof of MAMIYA's existence. His survival instincts were telling him that tolerating false MAMIYAs would make the MAMIYA he believed in vanish. Get out of my brother, you devil! Get out? But your brother is exactly the MAMIYA you can't tolerate. An awful stench made him want to throw up. Why, Haruki? MAMIYA isn't like this. The MAMIYA that saved me. Wouldn't try to seduce the nurses? Wouldn't talk to his mother without his brother's knowledge? Well, I'm a poor, young, sickly, and bored boy with tons of free time. So let it slide, will ya? Toma wondered, why was he not a poor boy too? Simply because he was born healthy? You're the big bro here, so let me have this. Snow was quickly falling. On an uninhabited island to the north of Great Britain, Haruki and Toma were both humans. A feeling that was hidden by layers upon layers of fallen snow, never to be seen, became a silent poison as it overflowed into the surface. I didn't become your brother because I wanted to. The treasure island began rotting away and collapsed. Bro? The brother-like thing that looked at Toma with an uneasy expression. I hope you get healthy sooner than later. This was the first day he acknowledged the existence of the poison that had accumulated within him. It was a malice that had been growing for many years. It started even before he devoured MAMIYA's flesh. The thing he pretended wasn't there and was now sneaking out of his stomach and corrupting the spaces between his muscles. I'll turn it all into a joke. It became flowing blood. Every single thing. And gradually recolored his cells. That's what's just right. When he next opened his eyes, he was dominated by a feeling of omnipotence from head to toe. He himself became like a poison. Haruki, there's something I can only discuss with you. One day he called Haruki to the hospital's desolate waiting room. This was also the smoking area. There's no sunlight here, and a damp air stuck to Haruki's throat. Recently, I've been worried about the way Dad's using his money. Toma has created multiple lies and spoke them with meekness that made it all sound true. As Toma spoke, Haruki got scared and nodded with a serious expression on his face. I had no idea. I can't blame you. You're mostly bedridden. You're going through all this bad stuff and I can't do anything to help. Toma felt those words were very untrue. What do you think I should do, Haruki? I'm at a loss. Looking like he was driven into a corner, Haruki thought for a while before carefully speaking up. How about we talk to Mom? She should be the only one who can stop this. Right, there's her. But I haven't talked to her in so many years. I'll do it. I'll try to convince her to come back. So you don't worry about a thing, okay? I'm counting on you, Haruki. Toma patted him on the shoulder as though making him carry his wish. You're the only one who can keep this family secure. Haruki had been protected by others for so long that being relied upon filled him with motivation. The beautiful, harmonious sound of a string instrument resounded in Toma's head, supporting him. A man? Yeah, turns out Haruki has been staying in touch with Mother in secret. And that's what he told me. We haven't seen each other in years. There's nothing strange about it. Aren't you upset? You've given so much for this family, and then she goes and betrays it. She didn't even call you back when you collapsed. Haruki's no better. He doesn't think about the family either. Toma, we still don't know if that's true. I'll talk to her myself. Dad. All he needed was a chance. Like a castle built on sand, this family would be weathered by the elements and inevitably crumble. He heard his father arguing over the phone. You may not like me, but you didn't have to involve our sons in... You left for the sake of your own ego. Haruki has nothing to do with this. Someone who wasn't there during tough times can't claim to be a part of the family. It was just a push. But you're the one who made it, Haruki. Venus assumed an emotional color and filled the dark room. The solitary flame of the burning candle on the desk gave rise to the outline of objects. The glaring, shining fire was beautiful, resembling both a sluggish hatred and a slow-acting poison. You destroyed this family. So do we get to fix it? Hello, Haruki. Sorry for the wait. Oh, thanks. It smells great. Can you tell? I used tea leaves we kept specifically for guests. I'm happy you visited again. On a weekday afternoon, Morichika Haruki was enjoying tea with Natsumi Soichiro's mother. Oh, looks like the muffins are done. Give me a moment. Sure. Why? Why is my mother having a good time with my friend? It's embarrassing! Stop it! Oh, their shirt is nice. Even Morichika Haruki seemed to feel awkward. Never thought I'd be having tea with some guy's wifey. Don't call my mother that! Haruki, would you like banana or chocolate muffins? Whoa, chocolate, please. Natsumi's room. It's as empty as before. It's like no one ever lived here. The only worldly thing here is Mina's photo. He didn't even read books, huh? His bookshelf is right here. She opened a sliding door that exposed a bookshelf, promptly shutting Haruki up. If you see a book you're interested in, I can let you borrow it. Could I? Of course, as long as it isn't too much for you. Natsumi's mother left the room, and Morichika Haruki put on a curator's face as he looked over the covers as if judging them. Sorry, I had a yawn. I had to do a big yawn. Big yawn. He looked so prim and proper doing it, and he felt at ease. I was so tense. Imagine if a porn mag popped out while she was here. Wait, that's why you had that face? But man, he was a pretty avid reader, huh? Natsumi Soichiro's bookshelf mostly gave home to translated books by foreign authors. There was some manga, though, along with physiological works and picture compilations, which immediately caught Haruki's eye. As he cracked a faint smile, his fingers stopped on one book's title. What the... MAMIYA? MAMIYA. Written by Arisugawa Asumu. I know that name. It's a children's book. If even I know it, it's hardly odd for Natsumi to have. A name he didn't care about when he was younger suddenly caught his attention. Is it a coincidence? That's not an uncommon name. There's nothing suspicious about it. Still, he wasn't able to shake off the unease in his heart. He sat down on Natsumi's bed and opened the book. His hand as he was holding it was shaking. It's not a coincidence. Reading it gave him a clear answer. My MAMIYA and this MAMIYA are probably one and the same. Fuck, is Arisugawa in every fucking, route? What was this book? Why did Natsumi have it? What did he know of the mysterious entity Mamiya? You will now become Mamiya's corpse and go to sleep here. He got chills down his spine, as if someone had just touched some ice to his neck. Mamiya's corpse. He had a bad feeling about this. What's wrong, Haruki? I have a question that may sound rude, but... Oh, no need to hold back. Ask away. It's about Natsumi's death. After he died, it took a while to find him because he was deep in a forest where few people ever went, right? Yeah, that is correct. Where is that place exactly? Morichika Haruki took a firm step. What's going on? Why here? You really don't know? You really don't know. I don't know why I did Minato for that. But it's where your corpse is buried. This is the forest where Toma strangled me. Why? Why is this happening? Why is Mamiya's grave and Natsumi Soichiroi's place of death the exact same location? See, okay, I'm not crazy. They are the same place. Morichika Haruki put strength into the legs he used to support himself. You will now become Mamiya's corpse and go to sleep here. The corpse resting here belongs to Mamiya. Then Toma was telling me to become Mamiya. Oh, can we wait? The music! Oh, I love it. Fuck, what is the song? We don't have Giza here. Giza, if you're watching the VOD, please tell me next stream. What song is this? Why was Natsumi Soichiroi? Why was I found at Mamiya's grave? What was I doing right before my death? Why did I die here? It's about me, and I can still hardly believe any of this. And I'm afraid of finding out. Hey, Mamiya, what's this about? Morichika Haruki shouted as loud as he could, but the girl didn't show herself. Damn it! Why isn't she showing herself when it matters? What's the relationship between you, this grave, and Natsumi? Natsumi's bookshelf contained a children's book about Mamiya. If he'd come to this place after reading the book, did Natsumi also know Mamiya? I didn't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember anything. Why do I have memories as Natsumi, but don't remember Mamiya? Am I really Natsumi Soichiroi? A darkness dwelled in the region of my heart that my name was taken from. I was overcome by the sensation of losing ground beneath my feet and being left floating. Then, who am I? As though responding to the chaos, the weather turned increasingly violent. An intense rain poured down on the forest. The wet ground seemed to melt. It felt like it could consume you. Lightning. A raging flash beyond the window illuminated Morichika Toma's side profile. An immense, inhuman sound ravaged the musician's trained eardrums. How easy it would be if things could be conveyed without words. Like how it was for this lighting. The blinding light of Tokyo Tower, from his recent memory, was hurting his eyes. Even if you're suffering, it's far better to be in stagnation than to cry for help and receive the painful realization that it's reaching no one. Bro, if only you didn't exist. It's all because of you that It's all your fault. It's all your fault, you unfair weakling. You can't live by yourself, and you don't rely on anyone. And that's despite the fact that everyone wants you to be happy. If only we were strangers. Brothers were one of a kind. If only we were... How long had he been spent hanging his head? His fingers turned cold as the shadow of the dried ends of his hair fell on his cheeks. Morichika Haruki ran through his memories, starting with that day at the hospital. Call me Mamiya. Mayuri made me call herself Mamiya. I am Mamiya. The illusion that appeared after Natsumiya died called itself Mamiya. You will now become Mamiya's corpse and go to sleep here. Toma wants me to die as Mamiya. On his knees, he gently touched the ground, hiding a corpse. Just what is Mamiya? Natsumi, were you aware of the truth behind Mamiya? The rain falling in the dark trickled down his skin. The dead and the fictitious both remained silent, refusing to utter a single word. Answer me, Natsumi! I guess I will then. A response that should have never come. Through the hair sticking over his eyes, he saw a silhouette. Why? It was a person who shouldn't have been there. The soil, colored by countless fates, was awakened in the back of the conscious mind. Is it Arisugawa? Is it gonna be Arisugawa? Who are you? What? Who the fuck? Oh my god! Natsumi, you are looking fine! I'm your friend, Natsumi Soichiroi. Oh my god! What the fuck? There's two Natsumis? Were we never Natsumi? Did we only think we were Natsumi? Chapter 7. I will call you friend. It's been a while, Haruki. I've never witnessed a piece of media with so many conventionally attractive men. Exactly. Attractive men and women. We can't forget Nagaki's glow up. Like, holy shit. Pretty. And Mina, so pretty. I still think the best female character in this fucking game is Nagaki Mayuri with short hair. I live for tomboy Nagaki. To fucking step on me, mommy. Holy shit, yes. Who would be the most attractive man, though? I would have to say... Arisugawa. Arisugawa's pretty hot. Stop bonking me. I guess Mori. I guess Mori's pretty hot. I would say cute. He's more cute than hot. We'll have to do a tier list. You know what? We'll do a tier list, chat. One day. We'll do a tier... Or we can do a tier list right after this. I don't know. Up to you. It's been a while, Haruki. Natsumi? Who is this? What? Why? You're supposed to be dead! They say people often appear where they die. So you're Natsumi's ghost? The mysterious youth didn't deny or confirm that. He only smiled. Are you surprised? Or do you not even believe that I'm a ghost? I'm here dealing with fucking fiction. Oh. I'm here dealing with fucking fiction. Ghosts won't surprise me. Also, you were kinda like a ghost already. I used to get that a lot. Me? Wait, did I become able to perceive Natsumi Soichiroi because I stopped being Natsumi and became me? Why'd you show up now? Because I'm your friend. You need help, right? So what do you want from this cafe? Hey, it's not me. It's Natsumi. He what? What about Natsumi? Yeah, should have guessed you wouldn't see him. Morichika Haruki looked away with a sad expression. Late December, northern wind passing by, hymns echoing through the church. Most of his memories with Natsumi Soichiroi were beautiful and silent. He was a person like the air. He was supposed to be there, but you wouldn't realize if he wasn't. Natsumi Soichiroi was that kind of man. Ah, Mina! And yet now, you're so cute, Mina! I'm so happy I got to see you again! Me? Are you talking to me? Hey, Haruki, are you free at 8 on the weekend? There's a performance and... Shut it. Ow! You have business, right? Can't wait until the end of my shift. Sure. Mina's working here again, huh? Cool. Huh? Did Mina take some time off? Yeah, something like that. Haruki exhaled some smoke and made a light chuckle. I happen to know a Mina that you don't. Haruki wondered why the hell he was competing with a ghost. So, it's not like we came here to take a gander at Mina, right? Well, that's kinda it. Huh? You goddamn. It's a joke, I'm just joking. Well, maybe not. I'm only half serious. So, what's the other half? Well, you want to know about MAMIYA, don't you? Come with me. And bring Mina, sorry, I mean Tojo. Morichika Haruki and Tojo Minato stood before Natsumi's grave. I met up with Toma, but he kinda avoided the matter. You got mad at him for me? Yeah, you think I shouldn't have? You're something else, man. Soichiro's grave? Sorry, I just really want to say hi to him. He still wasn't buried, but if you don't mind that... My grave, huh? Looking back, they said they would bury me after a month. What do they want with my empty grave, though? Welcome to my grave. That said, it's still empty right now. So, why the hell would you call us here? I want to tell you about Natsumi Soichiro's life. Natsumi Soichiro. Born in 1995. He could hear the voices calling for MAMIYA since he was 4 years old. Huh? And what they wanted from me was help. I would prefer if you didn't interfere anymore. MAMIYA, you... Such a shame. I was about to take Haruki to the Trilogism. MAMIYA wants help? From you? I have never once wished for that. We're not the ones who get help. We're the ones who save others. Are you MAMIYA? Oh, you're just like in the book. Just like? Don't act like you know anything about MAMIYA. Natsumi, you can see her? But only I should be able to see this MAMIYA. It looks like I'm not the only one who sees her, too. Hello, Minato. Have you been well? Turning around, Haruki saw Tojo Minato exchanging a look with the girl, his face all pale. Tojo, why? The MAMIYA illusion isn't yours alone. Haruki faced the source of the voice and felt a stick touch the tip of his nose. What? There was a strange child wearing a tailcoat and a gas mask. Bro, why are you here? He'd never seen this person before, but he couldn't help but feel that it was Morichika Toma. Hey, wait, what's going on? MAMIYA? What's the connection between... Oh, you should have realized it during the dinner. Everything is connected. Ever since the day of his funeral. It's been connected since Natsumi's funeral? With a small hand, MAMIYA caressed the still empty grave. The next moment, a numbness came over me. Hey, Natsumi, where'd you disappear to? Dead men tell no tales, do they? Now let's go, Haruki. You will be buried by warm sheets and doze off into sleep. I'm sure it'll be more pleasant than sleeping in a womb. It was so hot. I felt like my body was on fire. Despite that, my fingers felt as cold as absolute zero. I had to watch what happened to Morichika Haruki, but... Ooh, okay. Save.
Fuck, what would be the bad ending? Shit.
I don't want to get the good part. Endure it. I chose to endure this. Get your hands off Natsumi's grave. It's not something you should touch. Morishika Haruki gently put his palm on the grave. Forget sleeping right now. I want nothing more than to uncover the mystery behind his death and Mamiya. You're so cool. Way cooler and better at being a detective than I used to be. Okay, I think that was actually the good ending. Sorry. Hold on. Ask Natsumi. Natsumi, help! I tried to ask the ghost of Natsumi Sanctuary for help, but he was nowhere to be found. I'm gonna disappear. Please stop. The illusion's cruel hand wiped away the majesty of the grave. Goodbye. Hey, Natsumi? There, nuisance is gone now. Let's go back, Haruki. Morichika, what's going on? Was Natsumi here? He disappeared. What? So Mamiya is out to hurt Natsumi and us? They're illusions. If we want to know what's up, all we can do is ask them. Alright, I'll talk to Toma. I'll tell him to stop trying to hurt you. But man, I really didn't want to find this out at Natsumi's grave. Sorry, Tojo. They hung their heads and supported each other as their miserable shadows fell in the empty grave. Sorry for getting you involved. A sense of loss overcame them. A sun with no place to go glared at them from behind the clouds. Oh my, you sure are close. Very well, if you don't intend to sleep, why not talk to me? Make a pact with me. I want you to stop doing awful things to Morichika. A judging stare hit Tojo Minato. And you will take his place. You're saying you can be the outlet to my sense of loss. He's gonna die. Yeah. Oh, is he that important to you? You don't get it. More than that. I just don't want to see you get hurt. Instead of replying, the woman simply let out a delighted chuckle. You're fine with anything as long as it's Mamiya, right? No, it's not that simple. You don't understand a thing. Saying that like a curse, Nagaki Mayuri raised her head. Are you sure about this? I really don't think you can endure it. Morichika Haruki remembered his exchange with Tojo Minato. Haruki didn't understand his brother, while Minato didn't understand Mayuri. However, if they switched the adults they dealt with, they would certainly find good memories of each. They would most likely withstand being switched as their stress outlets. Is that something an ex-nurse should say? That's exactly why I'm saying it. I gotta crack my knuckles. Oh! Go and get bedded. Huh? Nagaki Mayuri's suggestion of Morichika Haruki was a crazy one. Here's a list of customers. They're regulars, so they'll be gentle. Wait, I'm not getting this at all. You said you'll be Minato's replacement, right? Did you seriously plan to make Tojo do something like this? Yeah. He knew her cold words were not to be taken at face value. However, at the same time, he could sense that the hatred in her eyes was by no means fake. Alright. For now, he had no choice but to accept the list. Why would you do this? Within a few weeks, Tojo Minato became emancipated. I don't like you being healthy. Morichika Toma diligently fed him soup with a spoon. With the pretense that it was to prevent him from falling down the stairs again, Tojo Minato was locked away. Oh my god! He's like the one fucking mom who like purposely fed her daughter mercury. I think it was mercury to keep her sick and have leukemia. He's literally like that fucking mom. I don't like Toma. There is not any goodness to Toma. I don't think there ever was a good ending with Toma, and I don't think there ever will be. You cannot get me to like this man. He's hot. Alright, I'll give it to you. He's sexy. However, I want to kill him. I want to hit him. That is something that's gonna happen. He keeps hurting my boys. He's gotta stop. It's rude. I don't want you walking around without my knowledge. I don't want you learning new things without my knowledge. I want your pale and boring world to only ever shine from the things I give you. Mama, this isn't right. Not right. But haven't you seen this coming ever since you presented me with the pact? Tojo Minato deeply regretted the pact he made to save his friend. This is not right. It wouldn't be long before he'd also lose his mind. Outside the window he'd grown so tired of seeing, he anticipated a future of inevitable doom. And this future came faster than expected. No! You bitch! Minato, stop! Shut up. Stop! This doesn't even begin to match what you did to me. Oh my god, he got driven to insanity! Hey. Come on, speak up. He kicked away the bloody defender, making him regain consciousness. What were you planning to do to Haruki? Something you can't solve. The flame of his life was guttering out. No one can replace a brother. As the room's temperature dropped, Tojo Minato was simultaneously overcome by regret and a deep fatigue. I became just like them. I don't want to be alone. I want someone to share my sins with. He opened the door and found a scrawny naked man holding down an old woman. Let's go! We got a kill. Did I accidentally get a good ending? Is this the good ending? Dragging the clothes neatly placed on the floor, he kicked away the sheets and rushed out of the room. The hell are you saying? I killed Toma! Huh? What? What do I do? I killed Toma! There's no going back from this. It's over. Tojo. That's why you should also kill Miss Nagaki. There's no way I'll help you. Saying that, he tightly grasped his colorless hand. Become like me. The hand was as strong as the one that held the knife that killed the man's brother. The room was full of the scent of fatigue and perfume. Tojo Minato took in the smell, then squinted his eyes. Miss Nagaki. It's been a while. Why are you? He easily overpowered the woman and pushed her down to the floor. Morichika, hurry! The sharp order echoed through the room. Tojo, I can't. Do it! The voice became stricter, as well as more desperate. Do it, Morichika! Hurry! The blade pierced Nagaki Mayuri's body. Blood splattered all over. The brain was pulsating. A shriek. Mayuri! Mayuri! She's still alive. Pull out that knife. Nagaki Mayuri had lost the power to resist, so he let her go and ran up to Morichika Haruki. I can't! Really? That makes me feel bad for her. What a poor girl. Maybe I should finish her off myself. No. I'll do it. Alright. As Tojo Minato watched over him with cold eyes, the last act had begun. By this point, the room had filled with the scent of blood, unpleasantly tickling the nostrils of the living. We gotta run. Morichika Haruki didn't argue against that. He felt like they had to turn themselves in. Though they may have been unable to bear their suffering, a crime was a crime. Let's run, Morichika. However, he didn't say anything. Morichika Haruki brought his bloodied hands closer to Tojo Minato. It's cold. They crouched down to keep warm. It's so cold. Morichika, I'm here with you. Tojo Minato called his name over and over. His voice was shaking, but he was still able to act brave. Because Haruki's hands were frighteningly cold. It's okay, Mori. Tojo Minato had only now realized that Haruki Morichika was naturally gifted as someone others wanted to care for. As long as someone was gentle to him, they could remain strong and firm. I will protect you. Before the day was out, the two had disappeared from Tokyo. It seemed as though the trip from a while ago was a dry run for this one. Their sinful hands never lit any warming flames. Ending burned black. Ooh, love me scrawny naked men. I mean, hi, Frozen! I also love me some scrawny naked men. They're hot. How do you like them? I like them skinny and scrawny. You like them what? Skinny and scrawny. I love all types. Alright, now let's get the good ending. Endure it. I will, skip some of it. Well, no, we'll read it all. I was gonna say I'll skip some of it, but, like, we technically didn't really read it. I chose to endure this. Get your hands off Natsume's grave. It's not something you should touch. Morichika Haruki gently put his palm on the grave. Fair lol, how's everything been going, though? I've been doing good! How are you, Frozen? Also, can we get a shout out for Frozen? I don't know, do we have mods in chat? Shout that tiny little ice cube out. Forget sleeping right now. But how are you doing? I hope you're having a good one. Ah, thank you! I think that's Pingergui's one of them. I want nothing more than to uncover the mystery behind his death and Mamiya. You're so cool. Way cooler and better at being a detective than I used to be. Did someone say detective? So you're no longer a clueless child. I'm not a child either. Tell us everything, Mamiya. Tell us what kind of ties brought us here. It has nothing to do with you. What? This isn't just about Morichika. I'm telling you, I'm joining in. It's fine, isn't it? It wasn't fair until now. I'll reveal everything to you, Haruki. Jesus Christ! Thank you for the sub, Frozen! Thank you! Mamiya, a sub. Dude, Mamiya, a shared illusion? Nah, Mamiya, a shared sub. A shared $5 foot-long sub. But thank you! Bottom text here. I still love that I never asked them to put text on it. I'm just like, text here. This is fine. I think it's really funny. I'll reveal everything to you, Haruki. You grave robber. Along with the empty grave and the pain. At the same time, Nagaki Mayuri and Morichika Toma were at Mamiya's grave. I got this book from Haruki. Did you know about it? Yeah. Arisugama actually wrote it. He was able to write about Mamiya. Coming here always reminds me of the end of the 20th century, whether I like it or not. We only wanted to see Mamiya. So why did we become Mamiya and try to make others acknowledge that Mamiya existed? You yourselves became Mamiya? And your souls were chosen by Mamiya and accepted Mamiya. Chosen and accepted? But I simply called Toma Mamiya sometimes, that's it. And that's enough. All that matters is that we added thoughts that are positive to the framework of Mamiya. So it's like that thing, right? A meme? Why are they mentioning memes? And? So you got me to acknowledge you as Mamiya? What of it? Both of you became Mamiya as well. What do you mean? To get someone else to acknowledge that Mamiya existed. No. To increase the number of Mamiya. Huh? It's like a pyramid scheme. They wanted us to be intermediaries too. They wanted to make us participate in spreading the meme of Mamiya. All in order to share the illusion with more people and make it more firm. I did it to Haruki. You did it to Minato. We both instilled our Mamiyas into them. And I believe that this would assure a happy ending. I believe in it, and yet... by acknowledging Toma as Mamiya, I was instilled with Mamiya myself. I get that much. But then why did Nagaki assault me? It's not unrelated, right? Even now I feel like you're Nagaki, and I'm really scared. Oh my! Right, I was curious about that too. They instilled the same Mamiya, so why did Morichika Toma assault Morichika Haruki? Because Mayuri and Toma didn't like the same Mamiya. Huh? The Mamiya that Mayuri instilled in me and the Mamiya that Toma instilled in you are different things of the same kind. What do you mean? It created a discrepancy in the things they believed in. Right. You sure are smart, Morichika Haruki. Christianity is a single religion, but it has lots of denominations. There's even been wars between them. So you're saying that even though they believe in the same Mamiya, there's discrepancies that led to the conflict? I'm guessing that. Toma couldn't tolerate the Mamiya that Mayuri instilled in me. Then they should have fought between themselves from the start. Why did they have to drag us into this? Probably because they didn't know back then. Huh? Mamiya had no shape at the time. Only after instilling Mamiyas in us did they become able to see the Mamiyas of other people. It's sad, but such comparisons can only be made after you see them in human form. If only we could have done like Arisugawa did with that book, and used some different form. I mean, Arisugawa did fucking kill the guy that he instilled his Mamiya into. I wouldn't say that's even better. But it's too late now, isn't it? Basically, this is the timeline. Mamiya, the illusion appears before Mayuri and Toma's group, gets close to them as friends, and goes on to disappear. 2. Mayuri and Toma become Mamiya themselves, and it's still Mamiya in us. 3. Upon seeing the Mamiya within me, and how different it was from his own, Toma snaps. 4. Years pass, and our Mamiya illusions suddenly appear alongside Mayuri and Toma. This is where we are now. Thanks, that helped me digest it. I had no idea I was caught up in something so complicated. We're not even at the important part yet, though. Morichika Haruki looked right at the two illusions. If Mamiya doesn't exist, why are you acting like Mamiya's corpse does? Back at the end of the century, what was it that Mayuri and Toma did to become Mamiya? Something that can only be done with a corpse. Since ancient times, there hasn't been too many kinds of rituals that led to assimilation. Are we getting a CG? Oh! Look at them! God, they are creepy as fuck. I love the Mamiyas. I love how hostile the nurse is, though. The nurse has always been, like, the most hostile creature, I think, out of the Mamiyas. Like, the other Mamiyas actually care for their people. They actually want them to succeed. They're actually, like, decent human beings to their friends. The nurse, however, is a bitch. A fucking asshole. Is it me or does the nurse not look as fucked up anymore? She's not as fucked up. I think she's supposed to, like, resemble a doll. You know, like, perfect and, like, pretty looking. Like, she needs that perfection. Or something of the sorts. Like, I don't know how to describe it. But she's supposed to, like, resemble a perfect person. Eating. Yes, we ate Mamiya's flesh. But that's contradictory. You are correct. The contradiction calls for an establishment of consistency. But how? All will be consistent if we eat the flesh of MAMIYA with a real body. It doesn't matter who. Now a question. Who in this world is a MAMIYA that possesses flesh? Oh. You're saying that's us, huh? MAMIYA's chosen. That's a fucked up paradox. Is that why you told me to enter the grave? So you could eat my flesh as MAMIYA's? Our original mistake wasn't calling ourselves MAMIYA to Haruki and Minato, but eating MAMIYA's flesh right here. That was the ultimate turning point. And MAMIYA doesn't even exist. Then whose flesh do we eat? What sin are we shouldering right now? You have your own sins, and you'll no longer be able to shift the blame on the flesh you devoured. Are you okay with that? Neither of us can turn back now. We strayed from the path, and have no choice but to keep treading the trails of Beast. And those trails have their own rules to them. This game began long ago, and the pair is you and me. Don't get in the way. We're both going to hell, but you don't want to return to the earth, do you? Didn't you disappear? After they were done explaining, the MAMIYAs disappeared. Tojo Minato then began feeling ill and went home. As Haruki stood alone before the grave, his dead friend appeared again. You moved MAMIYA's hand aside, so I'm probably fine. Probably. I'm sure I'll move on by the end of December. Who are you to MAMIYA? For a long time now, I've been receiving voices that were seeking MAMIYA. MAMIYA, where are you? Hey, MAMIYA. Such sorrowful calls came to me. Since then, I started gradually looking into MAMIYA. Arisugawa Asama's books was one of my resources. I actually wanted to contact the author himself, but that didn't work out. Could you touch this grave again? It's like a little spell to prevent you from dying as MAMIYA. With this, you're now halfway in my grave. Huh? You damn... Who let you... If I didn't do this, you'd become MAMIYA and be dragged into that forest. It's okay. My other half... You won't die. Huh? They seek to be saved. I want you to grant them salvation in my stead. Only you can do it, Morichika Haruki. Me, save Toma. There's no way I... No. You can do it. After all, you're my friend. Wow! Oh my god, title card! We're on chapter 8, the final chapter. Chapter 8. What? Winter creating? Winter carrying? I don't know, man. Morichika Toma tried to sleep, only to wake up again and again. Behind his eyelids, Tokyo Tower kept shining again and again. He got up and took out the tiny bottle he kept deep in his drawer. Will this really end it all? Hey, MAMIYA. His face, reflected by the bottle, looked like he could die this very moment. To turn even suffering into a joke. As I am right now, I'm able to punish Morichika Toma. If he begs MAMIYA for help, I could even become MAMIYA myself. However, that would go against my current morals. Fuck it! How do I punish him? Is punishing introducing myself as MAMIYA? Hold on. Log. I'm able to punish Morichika Toma if he begs for me. I could even become MAMIYA myself. Introduce myself? So even as an adult, you still consult me, MAMIYA. MAMIYA, are you there? Knowing this is unforgivable, I introduced myself as MAMIYA. That was the only way I could think of to stop Morichika Toma. Okay, no. That's not it. See how things play out. No, I won't claim to be MAMIYA. I'll watch how this plays out. I'm sure Morichika Haruki can do it. No, wait, no. It is... Okay, no. I was right. Being a dick is always the answer. Knowing this is unforgivable, I introduced myself as MAMIYA. That was the only way I could think of to stop Morichika Toma. Yeah, I've been watching you all along. I've always wanted to ask. What do you think of me as I am now? Please, tell me what I'm doing is right. Knowing him, he would have clung even to a fake Mamiya. It may be possible to make it so that he wouldn't meet with Morichika Haruki. Toma, what you're doing is wrong. Mamiya doesn't want you to involve Morichika Haruki. After I said that, a long silence fell on him. I see. One moment I saw him slowly stand up. The next, I heard the door close. Morichika Toma. Did he go outside? In this stormy weather? I rushed to chase after him. Morichika Toma was running frantically, not minding the rain falling on him. Morichika Toma, where are you going? His abnormal state made me stop him by grabbing his shoulders. The time between lightning flashes and thunder was brief. In other words, lightning strikes were happening right next to us. I was wrong. The weakness of my heart, its ugliness, all of it was a mistake. I knew I was wrong, but after I started, I was unable to turn back. It's all because I ate Mamiya's flesh. That pained scream was directed at me, the one who claimed to be Mamiya. I wanted at least Mamiya to approve of it, even if it was a lie. Toma, if I lose my reason to stand here, I have no choice but to act like none of it ever happened. In that moment, the scenery burst open with an intense sound. Lightning struck the man in the back. Morichika Toma! Toma collapsed like a marionette that had its strings cut. Oh, does he get amnesia? Bro! Morichika, he was struck by lightning, lost consciousness, and has been like this ever since. Hey, don't you dare die on me! Open your eyes! Don't you die acting all big and tough! There's still so many things I have to talk to you about. Bro! Toma, you're awake! Excuse me. Could you tell me the way to the bus stop? I need to go look after my brother. What the hell are you saying? Can you tell us your name and how old you are? Okay. I'm Morichika Toma, and I'm 17. He reverted back to the age before he became, He regressed. No! He believes he's 17! Before he met Mamiya! When his brother was first hospitalized. Oh. With the body of a man of 30 years, Morichika Toma woke up believing he was 17. You gotta be shitting me. First Tojo loses memory, now Toma's memories get reverted to when he was 17? Is this all just karma getting back at me for neglecting my life until now? I needed to get it together, huh? As an amnesiac, Morichika Toma became strangely attached to Morichika Haruki. He had completely forgotten even the fact he was older than his younger brother. And the younger brother didn't know how to feel about the older one relying on him like an easygoing youth. Haruki decided to take Toma to their mother in his current state. I'd be lying if I say I didn't want to get revenge on him. I wanted to experience the same grief, and bury him in an inescapable loneliness. I wanted to feel like he was underground, being walked on by people who don't even notice him. Lightning struck in the distance. We didn't want to be targets of sympathy, people others would call poor boys. That person looked at me like I'm impressive. No surprise there. How should I have responded to that? Morichika, could you tell me? Cut it out! He didn't show fear and continued talking. I'm sorry, but... Haruki? You can't sleep? The way he pitifully grasped snow reminded Haruki of the time Toma fixed his sheet in the hospital room when he was little. As you are now, I can't do anything to or for you. Please don't say that. Using words makes me uneasy. Using words makes you uneasy? That question, The fact he can now reveal what was in his heart made Toma relax. Have you ever seen Monet's paintings from up close? They are gatherings of colors. The full of paintings can't be conveyed by selecting just one of the impressionist colors. It's hard to make something clear and limited lacking words, So you want me to use my words to express the picture within you. His voice was awfully irritated. The man who was once his brother made himself smaller and shorter. Oh, I get it. You actually believe that the inexpressible delusions within your head are something wonderful. That's not... The hesitation made Morichika Haruki snicker. If it ain't much, nothing within you is that special. The next moment, Toma charged him with a canine look. Morichika Haruki, fragile as he was, could do nothing but collapse on the snowy path.
I need more head pats, Oni-chan.
His intelligent exterior collapsed, and he clawed at Haruki's coat like a beast unable to speak. I want to get tested for ADHD because people tell me that I might have ADHD, but if I do, then I have to take ADHD meds. You don't have to. Like, you can always get tested, but you never have to take the medication. Like, even recently I've been, well, not recently, for a while, I've been thinking about getting tested as well, because a lot of my friends and even my partner has been saying, you have ADHD. My partner literally goes, or, what are we calling him, chat? What is it, Jeff? Jeff the Anonymous? Oh, Jerry the All Unknown. My partner, Jerry the All Unknown, literally goes, he literally will say and call, like, you sound like you have ADHD. And I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, literally in high school, you hyperfixated on fucking roller coaster mechanics. Not roller coasters, the mechanics. And I was like, okay, okay, you kind of got me there. Jerry. Oh god, I fucking love Jerry, man. I'm gonna kiss that man. My mom is a nurse and my dad is a paramedic. Oh shit. So they know. They know. They're watching you grow up. They're like, shit, our kid has ADHD. Or maybe not. I guess being a paramedic and a nurse are a lot different from a psychologist. With their background in medicine, I can only assume they'll understand the non-need for those needs. Yeah. Like, I'm sure the meds, sorry. Yes. Your needs are not needed. My god, Ping, what the fuck?
I got you.
My nose! Right, what the hell? Why are you taking my nose? That's so mean. Chat, you're so mean to me. Yeah, fuck that guy. Oh my god, Voldemort in a wig. Ah! But no, I mean, they'll probably help you with figuring out if you need medication or not. If you think that'll help you focus, I would say go for it. It never hurts trying it out. And if you don't like how it makes you feel, if you don't like the effects it does to you, you can always stop. That's my way to go about it. Because I used to be on a medication for a while, but I didn't like how it made me feel. Like, I'll be a little bit honest. I'll be a little bit honest with you guys. I was on a medication for a bit. Didn't like how it made me feel. And it wasn't ADHD meds or anything like that. It was something else. But I didn't like how it made me feel. It made me feel really tired. Made me feel really sad. And I got off of it. So it's really like, it's not that hard to just be like, oh, like, take it and be done. You like how it is, keep doing it. If you don't like it, be done with it. Fucking throw that shit away. Smack it to death. Sell it. I'm kidding, don't sell it. That's illegal. But the whole ADHD doesn't make sense. I don't think it's supposed to make sense. I'm pretty sure the whole thing is that you don't make sense. Because coffee doesn't make me tired. No, that literally... There are a lot of people who... It just gives me big head and acne. Well, there are different types of, like, ADHD. There's the one most people are common to know, and ones I have seen in, like, younger kids, which is the hyperactive one, where you're, like,
Sorry that we're kind of pausing a second. We're kind of being real here. But there's like the hyperactive one where you're like, trains! I like trains! You guys want to watch a movie on train? Like, there's that one. Where it's like basically impossible to focus. And I've met a lot of people like that. Actually, most people I know are like that. And there's also the very like quiet one where it's a little easier. I think it's easier for those. I forgot. I think it's I don't remember what it's called. Watch Jane Animation's video. She talked about it. Literally the only reason why I know. But it's like more like your brain hates you, the kind of thing. I was an ADD kid and coffee still knocks me the fuck out, which I've been told isn't supposed to by a fair few people. I just hate the fucking taste. ADD is like one part of it. It's like it's pre-workout to ADHD. It's the prerequisite. Man, fuck this guy. Who's this ADHD motherfucker? Fuck this guy. Anyways, I'll get back to the game. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. It's interesting. I like talking. I like getting real with you, chat. I like getting personal. It's not like ass HD. Oh my god. It's not an HD, guys. It's an 80. His intelligent exterior collapsed, and he clawed at Haruki's coat like a beast unable to speak. Marichika Toma looked like he wanted to talk back. But the inexpressible something he wanted to present never materialized as words. I also need a sip. You poor boy. You're such a poor boy. The raging winds made his hair hit his cheek. The leafless black trees shook as they howled. Poor boy. Poor boy. Poor boy. Endless snow fell from the gray skies above. Poor boy. Poor boy. Poor boy. Poor boy. Poor boy. Poor boy. Eventually the two stood up and walked through the fresh, snowy landscape. Oh, that's one of the endings. That's a bad ending. Ending lessness less. Perfect. Bunny likes getting personal with random people online more at 11. What? That sounds really bad. I don't know. I like to talk. I'm a talker. I'm a yapper. I like to yap my fucking trap. And if you don't like it, why the fuck you watching me? That's why I'm a streamer. I'm here to talk. It is inaccurate, however. What is inaccurate? Oh, that I talk a lot? Literally, like, after streams, I'll be in, like, calls with, like, Ping Mach and Guiz and, like, Rain in them. And I'll be quiet as fucking hell. 100% support the yap. Yes, yes, yes. Unless we're talking about drama. I'm all in for drama. Dude, I fucking love watching Kim Kardashians just for the drama. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't watch them for the drama? That's all you need. I had to yawn. No, I won't claim to be Mamiya. I'll watch how this plays out. I'm sure Morichika Haruki can do it. Today, Toma came to the cafe and left a message for you. He wants you to go to the grave on the 24th. Hey, Mr. Morichika, you shouldn't go. You don't have to do it just because he's family. Yeah, that's what I used to think. My brother, my family, stuff like that wasn't chaining me down at all. Oh, Pompeii! Fucking love Pompeii. It's such a good song. I don't mean the horrible incident, chat. I mean the song. This song is really good. Makes me happy. Genuinely, I listen to the Mamiya soundtrack off stream. Especially when I play Val. It's so good. I just want to patch things up with him. Is my nose bleeding? No, okay. I thought my nose was bleeding. It burns. Even though he's trying to kill you? Righteousness, love, and so on. My bro's the one who taught me all that.
No, I don't! I don't support the death of thousands in the largest Roman city. My nose! No, my nose! No! Give it back! I want back! Give my fucking nose back. I don't want to be Voldemort with a wig.
I need more head pats, Oni-chan.
Can't give me the head pat. Happa, 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 happa. God, that was cringe.
The future might not continue for long, but you can do it. A firm voice reached his ear directly. Hey, Mr. Morichika. Courage and strength are things everyone has. They only need to be nurtured. Then let me make a trade for your courage. What? Hold on to this necklace. And when it's spring and I'm showing my skin, put it on my neck or something.
So fucking gay. So fucking gay. I love it. Why didn't Voldemort just conjure himself a head of hair? Because he didn't want to be a drag queen. He didn't want to be the best drag queen there ever could have been.
What? You said you couldn't love people, but you're doing it just fine. Like how you didn't use your phone during the trip, or how carefully you picked your words, that kind of stuff. That's kindness. That's love. Ugh. For what it's worth, it made me happy. Don't worry. You can love people just fine. As he passed the church surrounded by snow, a girl's laugh rode the wind. You can still turn back, Haruki. After giving the necklace, don't think I could dare to. I want you to be healthy. I really do. While waiting for my death. Strange, isn't it? MAMIYA has always been a strange entity, though. I didn't like being followed around everywhere. At times, your presence was my salvation. Your salvation? I always felt cold, like my very core was made of ice. But I feel like you're at your best when you're a bit frozen. You're gonna mess with me even now? At the end? Not at all. The true form of that coldness is the brilliance of your perception. A rich perception is freedom itself. It's the ability to accept another's kindness, exactly because it's a lonely night. So cold it leaves you trembling. You don't have to reject the sadness. I see. This cold bleakness that I carry is the treasure island Toma told me about. Even if he himself denied it, the treasure island lives on in my heart. I have one last request. The dry snow continued to fall. Please let me live on that treasure island. I also want to become your freedom and live on in your heart. Sure, I'll turn you into my freedom. Thank you, Haruki. Her snow-colored hair danced, and the next moment she was gone. You die, I live. And my body will die eventually. Still, I wasn't born to become a replacement for a dead illusion. Morichika Haruki was heading to the forest, where MAMIYA's corpse was buried. He was like a death row prisoner heading to the gallows. Step by step, he approached death. All so he could meet Morichika Toma beyond the snow. Are you ready to return to being a corpse? Hey, bro. Can you still sing hymns? You'll ask that here. What's this about? A friend of mine died recently. There was a funeral. And my body itself remembered the hymns. Looking back, even they were taught to me by you. You taught them to me because we're brothers, right? Look at me as I am now. Not as the boy I used to be, but the 22-year-old man before you. I'm neither in the hospital room in the past, nor any grave in the future. I'm nowhere but here. After many years, Morichika Haruki's and Morichika Toma's eyes met. Haruki, is that what your face looked like? You've grown up. So have you. 4 eyes quivered within the remains buried by snow. You came here to settle things, right? I have the perfect thing for us then. Morichika Toma reached to his side I took out a bottle with a transparent liquid. I prepared it to make it your... I've prepared it to make your death easier. You really planning to kill me? You need to become a corpse while it's still December and get eaten by us. There's no consistency. MAMIYA has to die. An oddly warm breeze passed by. Don't look so scared. I planned to make you drink it after knocking you unconscious, but I changed my mind. He took out another empty bottle of the same shape and poured in half the liquid. Hey, what are you? Haruki, this is a gamble. Which one of us will die if we both drink the same amount of poison? If you are the one who survives longer, I'll be the one who died as MAMIYA. Morichika Toma put on a flawless brotherly smile. I don't actually want you to die. This place isn't so kind or lenient. It will have the responsibility forced upon him. Who will take the blame for desecrating an unreal body, for ending the family, for everything. A line has to be drawn. There is the law of this world. Toma borrowed a lighter from Haruki's pocket and lit it up with familiar motions. Look at this flame, like the light of a lantern on the treasure island. Morishika Toma, the wizard, uses wordcraft to control imagination. Haruki, imaginative as he was, couldn't resist it. The bread and soup prepared just for you. A single bite will warm your core and all the rest. That's what death is for you. And the antidote? You obviously prepared it, right? As if I tell you. I'll make you talk. Now, are you prepared, Haruki? They held the bottles and crossed their arms. 1, 2. They drank the poison. The change happened in just a few seconds. Intense throbbing like tremors assaulted his whole body. To think you would actually do it, Haruki. You're the one who instigated me. Why would you do this? Because I wanted to stop being your brother. But as the older brother, I can't let you go through something so dangerous by yourself. You probably think that being brothers is a curse that binds you. But that's what it is, brothers. I'm against being bound by a word for a relationship. I was always bound by your words. The treasure island, the claim that I can't love people. They were like curses to me. You've only realized it now? Yeah. I'm the one who controlled your entire life. Yeah, that's true. You're good at controlling. That's 'cause you yourself are also controlled by cursed words. Toma took Haruki by the clothes and punched his cheek. That hurts, damn it! I myself am being controlled? Stop talking shit! Controlling the scene is the conductor's specialty. I never be... Undaunted, Haruki also threw a punch towards Toma's stomach. They didn't know how to hold back or dodge. This is our first brotherly scuffle, and this is it! It's so fucking stupid! We should have grappled or had an argument years ago. Like hell we could! You're way younger than me, and you were sickly. But it's not like you wanted things to turn out this way, right? You'll say that now? It's too late for that! Way too late! Help Haruki, will you? He wouldn't help because he was Haruki's older brother. He wouldn't help Haruki because he liked him. In Toma's mind, the fact that he was born earlier was unrelated to Haruki. Your brothers, after all. He couldn't say it at all. He didn't know how to express the strange feeling hanging onto his chest. Would things have changed if he conveyed his feelings to his mother? Oh, CG! Oh my god! Look at him! Fuck, he looks like the guy from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Oh my god, he's so pretty. Why do you have to be such a disgusting human being? I hate this whole brothers thing. You're with me even if I hate you. We're one of a kind and can't get away. It's so...
Wig!
Wig! Yes, queen! Hi, Tina. Welcome in. Can we get a shout out for Tina? The distance was so close, it was hard to know anything. It's just so... Oh, look at Gojo! Look at our boy. Sorry, Senna. Senna, not Tina. Merry Christmas indeed. Holy shit, look at the pretty boys! I love them. Also, this music is bussin'. Spitting red saliva, Morichika Haruki stood up. Don't act like a wizard. You and I are both humans. And even normal humans can easily curse people. If you're gonna use words, if you're gonna control them, you gotta take responsibility for that. That's how we non-wizards are supposed to stand up to control. You're annoying. A voice like the rumbling of the earth dominated the winter. If being a sibling was gonna control us forever, one of us has to die, right? Morichika family blood stained the pale ground. The clouds above had begun rolling in heavy, unsettling sounds accompanied the tremors. Winter lighting. Just like I told you, the magnetism, the consistency, is beginning to fail. The land seeks Mamiya's flesh. No, it's just lighting. Mamiya's got nothing to do with... These are the screams of Mamiya, crying for the lost flesh from the Trilogism. Just how powerful magic could sometimes affect the wielder. Toma became intoxicated by his own words and imagination. Bro. Footsteps of death approached the brothers with the sound of a contrabassoon. A single snowflake touched his nose, and finally, Toma... No. Was overcome by terror. I don't want to die. Hey, bro. Get it together. You just gotta use the antidote. You know where it is, right? No, I won't use it. Now's not the time to be saying that. I get that you want me to die, but... No, I wouldn't be that malicious. It was hard to tell where the sounds of wind ended and their breathing began. Don't you hear the sounds of Amiya's rage? Someone must die here. No one can escape Mamiya. I'm telling you, it's just lighting. But if you don't die, and my brother doesn't die, I won't be able to stop being a brother myself. I'm telling you to break that assumption. Stop putting curses on yourself. Even so, I can't get close. The grave. He crawled to the grave he had been pushed on and began digging it with his bare hands. Stop. You won't come back from... It's too late for that. We're dying as we speak. It's no time to worry about what might kill us. He continued to dig up the grave even as dirt went under his nails, breaking them, and his consciousness faded. There it is. He grabbed the shoulder of the collapsed man and placed the bottle on his mouth. Drink! No, I've always wanted to go to the Trilogism. Take the antidote for the poison you made. Don't drink the poison yourself. It takes just a moment to cast a spell, but undoing a curse requires time. And curses of words are also undone by words. Strain your ears and listen. Even if you lose your memories or grow distant, you can always make bonds as long as you're not dead. The two shared and drank the transparent liquid. The earth, having lost its corpse, was quaking with anger. One didn't have to be a word-fearing wizard to know that a natural law, one not to be taken lightly, would fall upon this place. No, we'll both be taken. That's obvious. It's better to eat more meat than less. Hey, bro. Let's go back home. Together. You really are a foolish poor guy. Not a poor boy, a poor guy! He grew up! Okay. A powerful lighting strike fell.
With a raging sound and a flash, Haruki lost consciousness. Was he being picked up by heaven? It looked as though Toma was the one who had won the gamble. Sorry for everything, Haruki. He felt like he had heard someone's voice. When he closed his eyes, all pain vanished and became faint. Everything was absorbed by soft snow, much like death. Epilogue. Take me home, country roads! Take me home to a place I used to know. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Take me home, oh country road. Alright, I'm done. Morichika! Morichika! Huh? What a relief, you're awake! Why? I planned to call the ambulance if you didn't come back after half an hour. Did they neutralize the poison? Poison? What are you talking about? You two goof brothers were brought here because of bleeding and numbness from hypothermia. So Toma is sleeping next to you. He said to pass on to you that he's sorry. First I get mad for one of you, then apologize for another. You brothers are a handful. Mom. Oh, Haruki, you're here. Hello, Mom. Hello, Toma. I'll be leaving then. You have something to give, right? Here, Mom. Here's a CD of an orchestra I conducted in a piano performance. Oh my. You liked Debussy? You liked Debussy, didn't you? I know it's an actual person, I think it's funny. So you remembered. Yeah. Watching over their awkward conversation, Haruki walked through the room. The winter light coming through the window gently shone over his mother's collection. The cupboard was decorated by a plate fixed using golden liqueur, shining within this pleasant moment. How are you, bro? My limbs are still a bit numb, but that's about it. It might be difficult to play instruments for a while, but they say that some rehabilitation will fix it. Hey, the thing we drank. Was it really? There's no way an ordinary person like me would have poison. That was just a bottle of water. Probably mixed with some detergent and gum syrup or something. A nocebo effect. Apparently there had been an experiment where a blindfolded person was made to feel pain and listen to dripping water while being told they were bleeding. Despite there being no blood loss whatsoever, it was said it had resulted in the person's death. I was supposed to know that, but in that moment, I actually thought it was a deadly dose of poison. Looking at his slightly trembling hands, Morichika Toma chuckled in self-derision. Some wizard I am. I let my own poison consume me. Morichiko Haruki hadn't changed much. Sato, how's it going? So-so, and so-and-so. You picked the wrong machine. He was still enthusiastic about gambling. Hello? I see. Wanna get something to eat? Huh? The 30K you lent me, it's, There's no end to his relationship troubles. Hey, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I wanna sleep. But this movie's only seen during late shows. I'll give you the money, just go watch it. And he was still dragging around someone underage. Well? Man, how should I even say this? Yeah, I'm sure I'll think about this movie many times from now. A month later, Haruki wanted to go to Natsumi's burial, but he received a call saying that it had been cancelled. Why? He's gone. Huh? His remains disappeared from the morgue. Oh, we already have a guest! Hello. You certainly not here because you're lost, are you? No. Natsumi Soichiryu. You're certain about this, right? Yeah, I've been planning this from the start. Is that why you were found at Mamiya's grave? The truth is, within the grave, interpret it however you want. Mamiya, I have something to discuss. Can we make it so that Natsumi Sochira's body is counted as Mamiya? The liquid that Morichika Toma had was no doubt a strong poison. Yeah, indeed it was. It's not just a nocebo effect. At this rate, the two of them will die. And I don't want either of them to die. So you'll use your own death. The way you establish consistency is so absurd. I know, I get that a lot. But that is your choice as a spectator, isn't it? Even if it's absurd and it goes against my parents' wishes, I want my friends to be happy. What the fuck? Who stole that motherfucker's body? Mamiya violated that shit. How foolish. Are you really sure about this? Yeah. I believe this is the best point of mixing 1999 and 2012. That was probably my fault. Oh, but of course it wasn't. You shouldn't feel bad about it. Though, don't you think it's kind of like a charm? A charm? You know, the kind with strings that are cut when it does its job. He was always that kind of child. Even in the end. He never gave me a chance to do anything mother-like for him. It's as if he was born into this world by mistake. No, he definitely enjoyed life. He valued this world more than anyone else, that much is clear. I guarantee it. I see. Thank you, Haruki, for being a part of his life. Natsumi's grave was where it had been, still touched by a cold, dry wind. Was it waiting for the body meant for it even now? The half of me I gave you was resting right here. When he came to Natsumi's empty grave, he found it strangely easy to breathe. I said I'd come pick it up if I came back alive, right? He reached to touch the gravestone, but stopped his hand before he did. I changed my mind. I'll keep it there for now. After all, I'll still have to visit your grave every now and then. Who are you? Don't enter my mind without permission. Sorry, I didn't think you'd show up here. I sat down on a chair as a wood fire began to burn with an audible sound. There was some warm soup, completely untouched. Eat up. Huh? Me? You're the guest, the soup's for you. Thank you, well, don't mind if I do. The sound of cutlery being used filled the house surrounded by snow. Is it good? Huh? Yeah, probably. Probably. I don't know how much about taste and stuff. Not anymore. You got a place to return to? Well, actually, my house went off somewhere. So I'm like a lost child right now. Oh, but I won't bother you for long. Oh. He scratched his head with a discontent sigh. If that's how it is, this here, the Treasure Island, can be the place you come back to. Huh? You wouldn't be the only inhabitant here, but go ahead and try to get along. Are you sure? Isn't it sad not to have a place to return to? Thank you for letting me live in this place so near and dear to your heart. Shining snow was falling outside the window. Does spring come to the Treasure Island? It does. It's cold here all year round, but some flowers will still grow. I see. I can't wait for spring and your birthday. I flashed a smile while Morichika Haruki froze up with his eyes wide open. How do you know I was born in spring? The surprise in his voice made me gulp down the soup and put on a worried grin. Haru is spring, and you're Haruki because you were born in spring. Even strangers can guess as much. Do we get a pretty CG? No! Where's my pretty CG? A wintry breeze cut through the scenery behind the helmet. Becoming one with the motorbike, Morichika Haruki was exhilarated, feeling like he himself had turned into a speedy animal. The morning sun shone down on his body. What's this? A ring. Hold on to this too. But you gave me an earring just recently. So what? I want you to have them. Well, I don't mind. Oh my god, he proposed! You would have expected Morichika Haruki to retrieve the necklace he'd given Tojo Minato, but he was actually giving more things to him. This ring matches the outwear I bought recently. Can I put it on? Do whatever you want with it. Though now I feel like getting a silver belt to match too. I can lend you one. Wanna come to my place sometime? Yeah! There's nothing like a friend who shares your taste in clothes. Woohoo for friendship. It's a place where the sun rarely ever showed itself. A world shrouded in silver, with snow as far as the eye can see. There's a lone house standing there, though. Its windows are lit up, but if you go in to investigate, you'll find the house completely empty. However, you'd find some fresh, warm bread and soup inside, like it was made just for you. Haruki called out to Mamiya living in the treasure island within him. He wondered if it was possible to see the same sun from that island. I always have a place to return to. That's why there's no place I can't go to. Not burning in the sun, this body continued to exist. He walked over the land path, embraced by a gentle solitude. Ending. Take me home, country roads. Chat, we did it. That is Morichika Haruki's final ending and true ending. Now, is there more? That is the question. Oh, wait! Nope! I forget there's the epilogue after the ending. And you asked me to bring the phone, right? Yeah, give it to me for a second. So it was there. Natsumi's video message. Video message? When he played it, it showed Natsumi looking right at the camera. Ah, Natsumi! Oh my god, he's so cute! After 4 separate five, there was 5. But yes. His expression was peaceful. When was this taken? December 1st, 2012. That's this month, and it's the last sense, huh? Yeah. Something's not right. He was missing for 3 days after he died. Then, who is this? So someone is watching this right now. Have you read my informal will? His informal will? What is he talking about? I give the phone to the person who would become Mamiya's vessel. Huh? For fantasy to exist, we have to put an end to the gazes of society. This is spade work to achieve that, so I'd like your help with it. And please don't worry. I am Mamiya Reborn. You're Mamiya. He was the Mamiya! Okay, so when Kaito was talking of a second Mamiya, that was Natsumi. Natsumi was a Mamiya the entire time. So, Mamiya being a spectator himself also is not far off from a theory. Of him being the one behind the door, not far off at all. Let's see if there's an extra after all their endings. Oh, chat. Oh, chat, it's not over yet. No. We are not done yet. Chat, there's one more episode. I hope you guys get your popcorn and blanket. We are not done. Kill me. Well, we're finishing it today. I knew there was gonna be something like this. I was expecting this shit. What is the meaning of this? Soi Kaito has 2 Mamiyas, and one of them is Natsumi Soichiro? Okay, see, like, look. It was a memory that should never be touched. A consciousness sleeping deep, deep below the waters. Gradually awoke. Huh? There's more than one Mamiya. More than one? Fuck, I don't remember Arisugawa. More than one? What are you saying? Do you mean that Mamiya is different depending on who's watching? Like how it was for us? No, it's nothing that complicated. Back when I was little, I used Mamiya as a term to refer to imaginary friends I had. So this is where all the stories combine. I love this music. And I had 2 of these imaginary friends, Mamiya. One of them was, well, MAMIYA. And the other said that his name was Natsumi. Oh, look at him, pretty boy. Look at that magnificent man. Nice to meet you. I am MAMIYA. Chapter 1, I'm MAMIYA. Doomsday Dreams Extended. What the hell is this video message? Toma and Mayuri met Natsumi right before he died? What is this about? So the truth behind this photo is that Toma, they saw this and approached us? Tojo Minato turned pale, lost his sense of balance, and placed his hands on the wall. Morichika Haruki, still glancing at the dead man's phone, touched the key to his motorbike. Tojo, we gotta ask them about it. Let's go to Toma and Mayuri. Natsumi, I don't know anyone like that. Don't play dumb, you met him! It's in his video! This man. I see, so he is Natsumi. The two looked at the screen as a haggard silence came over them. They sat down on the sofa and began talking as though repenting for their sins. On December 1st, we were gathered on a viewing platform we could see Tokyo Tower from. That's why we never fully got to see the Tokyo Tower scene! December 1st, isn't that when Natsumi went missing after he died? That was where the man in the video message introduced himself, not as Natsumi, but as MAMIYA. Tokyo, during the world in which the world was prophesied to end. We met MAMIYA. Several people were standing on the sky deck, swept by powerful winds. Okay, but it's those two as younger versions. Oh. It was a strange group that seemed anachronistic, but no one seemed to question it. Were you called here too? No way we could say no. Same for you, right? I mean, it's an invitation from MAMIYA. Oh my god! Oh, he's gorgeous. He fucking looks like Moriarty from Moriarty the Patriot. I love him. Like, honestly, that was the... He's so evil. He really is so evil. This was the main... Like, I saw this picture before, and this was the main reason why I got this game, is because it reminds me of Moriarty the Patriot. Oh, love that anime. Such a good anime for those that haven't seen it. It's a Sherlock's Home anime. Sherlock's is a dumb himbo. I love him. And James Bond is a trans man. I love him too. Up on the platform with the view of Tokyo Tower, the man smiled as the city stretched behind him. His appearance was nothing like that of the MAMIYAs from their memories, but he had the looks that made them feel as though he was the one they had been waiting for all this time. Surpassing the very concept of beauty and ugliness, it felt as though he was a being like the air that they needed to breathe. What would you say if I told you I was MAMIYA reborn? That line gripped them by the heart. What are you saying? Thank you so much for coming here today. Arisugawa Asumu, Morichika Toma, Nagaki Mayuri, Samjima Satoru. How do you know our names? It's because of what happened in 1999. That was when I began hearing your voices, calling for help from MAMIYA. How old was this man? If he was the same age as Kikuchi Ryo, that would mean he awoke as MAMIYA at just 4 years of age. How about you stop with the jokes? A pallid, trembling voice touched the sky above. MAMIYA, it's been so long I forgot all about that. You're far too late. You're just bothering me now. Did you really forget? I know the sins you shared, the children you were involved with, everything. And most important of all, you devoured MAMIYA, didn't you? You ate MAMIYA's non-existent, fictional flesh. Their bodies were suddenly dominated by a lethargy akin to losing one in thralls. As if to fill the resulting emptiness, MAMIYA smiled broadly. The consistency has to be established. Following those words, the four of them broke down crying. The man claiming to be Mamiya Reborn listened to each of their confessions. Before Mamiya, they could speak of the suffering they couldn't tell anyone else about. They were possessed, enthralled by an affection that was like the air itself. So that's how it is. Upon fully hearing them out, the man took something out from his side. This is my informal will. Please read through it. What the hell is this plan? His eyes red from crying as Arisugawa Asamu read the paper and bellowed out those words. I only have one wish, and that is to resurrect Mamiya. We will use the children you instill Mamiya into as Mamiya vessels. But... They certainly try to use the children. But they were also a source of salvation for them. This gentle warmth. Their selves are of no use to us. The Mamiya you've raised will be made to sprout. With something that Mamiya trampled. This is your only atonement. I assure you will cooperate with me. And bring back Mamiya. That night, the man claiming to be Mamiya gave me poison.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
But the poison you made me drink was fake, wasn't it? I'm not sure. It was just what I've been given, no way to know now. I was given the knife I used to tear into Minato. So, Natsumi woke up after dying. And tried to use you to kill us? What is this? The answer they'd finally arrived upon, and the source of the inescapable fear beyond it, made me shake my head. So after dying, during the time Natsumi Suchire was missing for 3 days, he contacted the Pink House people as Mamiya, and he pressured them, and controlled Mamiya to kill my friends. To resurrect Mamiya. Ah! No, 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 no! They finally got the happiness they wanted, but now... I can't accept this. My tightly clenched fist trembled as burning tears rolled down my cheeks. No, don't run. You made it this far. Holding 2 bunches of paper close to me, I clenched my teeth and exhaled a deep breath. I need to restart from the church. It's okay. I can do this. I'm gonna save them all. Tokyo, during the year in which the world was prophesied to end, Mamiya died. Oh! The moment I descended, my cheeks were hit by a palpable difference that hadn't been there before. Rain? I'd seen Natsumi's funeral being held in 2012 many times now, and the weather was always the same. A sky overcast by heavy clouds. The rainfall that had never been there before was causing me to tremble, making me sluggish. Now's not the time to care about the weather. I need to find more evidence. I just realized the art style kind of changed. It looks like it did. He's cel-shaded. Well, sorry. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I wasn't looking either. No, Arisugawa Asamu, why are you at this church? How do you know my name? Oh no. There I saw Kikuchi Ryo, Tojo Minato, Morichika Haruki, Soi Kaito, Nagaki Mayuri, Morichika Toma, Samjima Satoru, and Arisugawa Asamu entered from behind me. A sudden, boiling fear made me back away, then run outside through the still open door. Oh, my nose. Oh my god! Dude's literally entered his pretty boy era. When he died, he became pretty. When he was alive, he was a hot, evil man. He was a devious little twink, and now he's just an adorable little twink. Something wasn't right. All 8 characters were in the same place. Whose funeral was this? Was it not Natsumi's? Or the meeting to accept Mamiya's death? Were the 2 dead people from different eras actually being treated as one because of a common term? just like the years in which the world was prophesied to end. Scripture resounded in the majestic church. I am life and resurrection. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. The first lines. I noticed a change. Until now, the opening text was either Natsumi died or Mamiya died. Our Father in heaven, please grant Mamiya eternal peace and rest. I see. Please guide the soul to eternal life by your side. So the two can be treated as one, using the common term of Mamiya died. Amen. I myself was Mamiya. A splitting, deranged shriek escaped my throat. It was so piercing, it didn't even sound like my own voice, and my movements were so disordered. I felt like my body didn't belong to me. I swung my arms to make the candle stands fall, and I kicked the chair while tearing down the cloth. The fact that the attendees, all frozen in time, failed to react made me lose my mind. Mamiya! 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 Show yourself! Come on! I know you're there! I wanted to break everything until nothing actually happened or could happen again. Tell me everything! Right now! Tell me! And only me! A prolonged sound of falling metal rang out, followed by a hollowed echo. My drenched coat was heavy and made me feel as cold as sin. All that was left was the single coffin placed on the altar. Pulling my heavy legs, I directed my anger at the inorganic box. Mamiya died? What nonsense is that? This funeral is mine! Right, Natsumi Sochiroi? I clawed at the coffin with my gloved hands and threw it open. It's Mamiya. Or is that him? That looks like him. Look at him. So pretty. So peaceful. Eevee boy. Inside, there was me expired. The silent corpse drained me of my emotions as I stared at it in silent awe. What a beautiful member of humankind. I subconsciously began to tilt my body towards it, but then the eyes that should have never opened again bared their red pupils. Huh? Oh my god. He is truly an evil man. The man within the coffin slowly got up and gracefully, taking his time, placed his feet on the floor. Why am I? His beautiful, lengthy form was scarcely different from mine. I'm supposed to be dead, so why am I coming back to life? You're the soul that once lived inside this body. Long time no see. I am the true personality of this body. Natsumi Sochiroi's Mamiya. The Natsumi Sochiroi before me put on a smile that fit the body perfectly. Oh, the pretty boys are fighting! Look at the... not the best angle, but it's still a really pretty, graphic. Very, very nice, very pretty, I like. Hold on, who sent you? Sent me? You were being controlled, weren't you? You were being used by Mamiya. Even Natsumi Soichiroi's death was a part of Mamiya's plot, and it's because of him that... Oh, I suppose one could look at it like that. After all, Natsumi Soichiroi did die for Mamiya's sake. Huh? You don't remember? Must be because you crossed the River of Oblivion. No, rather you, the soul, have no memories because I awoke. Natsumi Soichiroi. Did these shots actually drastically, like, up in quality? They up in quality. I think they did the extra for Doomsday, like, at the end. Like, I think it was an update. I don't think it was originally a part of the DLC. He died on November 29, 2012, and was missing for 3 days. His remains were found on December 2nd. His death was the result of natural causes. Should I tell you what happened during the 3 days Natsumi Soichiroi was missing? He ignored my bewilderment and continued talking. After the mind slipped away from the perfect body, the will of the Mamiya sleeping within was awakened. The air-like young man that even Mamiya Yomashiya had said had a perfect body went on to put on a smile. It seemed like the result of a masterful craftsmanship, balanced and close to the golden mean. Since November 29th, Natsumi Soichiroi was claimed by the personality of the final Mamiya. I am no copy or secondary illusion. I am the Messiah of Mamiya. People couldn't live without air. An absolute existence that was necessary for us to live out our lives. Stop! Don't say such terrifying things! Not with my face! My face. You're no longer Natsumi, are you? The moment he glared at me, the throat that had been sore once again released the scent of burning. Remind me again, which one of us was inside that coffin? Who were these countless white flowers surrounding us dedicated to? Me, you, me, you, me, you, me, you, me. Is it me? No, me. The faint, sickly sweet smell of death. You're just me, aren't you? The world, the vision, the role. Everything turned around. Do you understand? I'm the one and only Natsumi Soichiroi. Kikuchi Ryo, Tojo Minato, Morichika Haruki, Soi Kaito are my friends. Everything turned dark. You've done enough. Leave the story to Mamiya. Avisent sewed my shell shut. With relaxed steps, he walked towards the exit. Goodbye, spectator. Without anyone getting in his way, disappeared beyond the large door before closing it behind him. There was no one within the dark church. I'm assuming there's 8 chapters in this one too? The Two Mamiyas, Chapter 2. I'm assuming, I don't know, it could be less. They seem to really like the number 8, so. After the funeral outside the church. It was a day filled with rain, unfitting for December. A day when people would desperately seek the warmth of their own homes. However, there were some that the heavens forbade from returning home. A mysterious gravity seemed to bind them to this place and bring them together. Oh my god, this is gorgeous! Pink House meeting the fucking OGs. Oh my god. So pretty. Your ex. Early December. The transformation of the patchwork warped era seemed to have no end, and the characters from the 2 different years met in a single hall under the pretense of it being Mamiya's funeral. Oh, look at him. So Kaito stood there, overcome by his strange feelings. People he had no memory of, a funeral he didn't know. Why was he even positioned on this side? Those calm questions were silently stimulating his limitless curiosity. God, Arisugawa's so pretty! Arisugawa also moved faced him and gasped. Various stories would flow between these two. Fiction, fantasy, drifting dreamlands, descending upon a year of an unknown age. Oh, she's crying. Wow, they really upped the fucking things for this shit. Nagaki Mayuri was holding her breath and crying. She looked at Tojo Minato, then Morichika Haruki, and then bit her lip to conceal her sobs. What's wrong? You can use this handkerchief if you want. The yellow handkerchief was so dazzling it made her squint. She then shook her head. I don't need it. I have no right to take anything from you. The brothers. Hold on, are you Toma? His voice sounding bewildered, Morishika Haruki looked right at his older brother, who was now younger than him. What the hell? Where the hell have you been all this time? Haruki pressed him for an answer, but Toma remained firm. Hey Haruki, I'm glad you seem to be in good health. Why are you wearing your school uniform? And look like you did in the past. With that usual spaced-out look in his eyes, he glanced up at the ceiling. The younger brother who's older than you sure is a pain. And smiled faintly. God, the fucking height difference. Oh, my knuckle. Instead of exchanging words, Kikuchi Ryo and Sanjima Satoru merely stared at each other. There was no need for them to rely on spoken language. They simply looked at each other's faces and searched for any subtle changes in their aura, and from it, they knew they were brought together by a curious karma and blood. Kikuchi Ryo then briefly broke the powerful tie, shifted his attention away, and noticed a familiar silhouette. Are you... Osamu? Huh? Oh, Ryo, huh? Yeah. Mr. Sanjima, why are you at this funeral? Kaito, I see. You too, huh? That's why I... And you. Huh? Hello, you're a student, right? I felt a bit awkward, so you being here helps. Have we met somewhere? I'm not sure. Do I look familiar to you? Morichika Toma bashfully turned to Tojo Minato, making him obviously shaken. You do, but why? I wonder about that too. Once she was done crying for a moment, Nagaki Mayuri covered her face and took a deep breath. Haruki, I'm glad you look healthy. You do have your inhaler on you, right? How does a brat like you know about that? How would I not? I was in charge of you. To think that something like this would happen. Did we get caught up in some huge conspiracy? Huh? Well, looking beyond those weird end-of-the-world theories, this event seems fitting. So I like that only the Pink House members know what's going on. I do like that they're like, oh shit, we broke a time paradox. It makes sense. After throwing a glance to Soi Kaito, Arisugawa Osamu sent a smile to Kikuchi Ryo. Don't you agree, Ryo? We can do better than talk while standing around. Let's go to a cafe or something. Anyway, where do we even begin? Did you all know Natsumi too? Is that why you're at the funeral? Natsumi? We just came to more Mamiya. Mamiya. So we all came to different people's funerals. No, it's the same person's funeral. Natsumi and Mamiya are both equally Mamiya. What are you on about? I know because I came to Mamiya's funeral. Yeah, you're the only one who knows both Natsumi and Mamiya. Yeah, they're both my friends. So Mamiya isn't you, Osamu. Who are you even? Hey, how does it feel to stand on that side, Soi Kaito? How do you know me? How indeed? I guess it's because you love me a lot. I really don't think so. Piggy, I want you to stop bullying Kaito right this instant. I thought you'd just stay quiet, but I guess in moments like this, you're quick to get involved, huh? I was just keeping an eye out. It's best not to poke anyone suspicious. Don't act like you just didn't know what was happening and had no idea what to say. And you're only saying whatever delusion comes to mind first. These two are sure annoying. Come on, this is serious. Please stop fighting. Hey, are you actually Toma? Why do you think that? You're way older than me in my memories, but you're Toma, right? I also remember you as well, Minato. You standing next to him. Who are you then? There's no way I can introduce myself like this. Hey, Glass. Huh? Start explaining already. You look like the smartest one here. It just so happens that Mamiya rings a bell to me. Haruki? Yeah, I also know Mamiya. Toma's the one who told me about it. Oh, you got some guts, eh, Bach? Please don't call me that in front of Minato and my brother. Alright, Bach's brother. We have an obligation to tell you everything. Arisugawa Asumu began his explanation. He told them about how they met Mamiya, Natsumi Sochiroi, at Tokyo Tower on December 1st. He told them about how the Mamiya instilled in childhood had sprouted using Natsumi Soichiroi's death as a trigger. He told them about how the goal behind that was to select a prospective body for Mamiya Yumahisha. All that information was laid out before them, along with the coffee. So, were sacrifices meant to establish consistency for you having eaten the flesh of an illusion? The cause of our deaths is the Mamiya that you instilled in us in the past. And you didn't do anything, even though you knew we would die? How about you say something, Toma? I'm sorry. We simply try to maintain the rules. Don't look like you're about to cry. You're making it hard to get mad. Heh, what a shocker. Mayuri and Toma are one thing. To think even Natsumi used us and didn't care if we died. Don't say something so terrifying! The mobile phone he threw contained data belonging to the late Natsumi Soichiroi. Natsumi's already dead. There's no way we can know his real motives. Silence fell over them. Nagaki Mayuri hesitantly came closer to him. Are you okay? Morichika Haruki could tell that she had mustered all her courage to say that. Thank you, and sorry, I just lost myself for a second. It's okay, Minato. I don't know what this Natsumi guy's motives were, but we'll all get through this together, and... Hold on a second. You're part of the evil organization too, aren't you? Don't touch Minato. Evil organization? That's not what we... You're an evil organization? The Kaito, no. Anyways, it's true that we don't know his motives, but the problem is that he coerced you. But that person also had faith in Mamiya, just like us, didn't he? I don't know. We were his classmates, but I never heard anything about that. I have no idea what links Natsumi and Mamiya. Everyone fell silent, and Arisugawa Asumu, feeling like it was the perfect opportunity, opened his mouth. Alright then. You said that Natsumi and Mamiya are both equally Mamiya, right? How about you elaborate on that, Soy Kaito? Tell us about the Mamiya you know. Everyone's eyes shifted to the tall man, Soy Kaito. I kept quiet when you talked, but the story seemed really weird to me. The evil organization thing did make me kinda excited. But Mamiya... It's just a word for imaginary friends. Like Natsumi and Mamiya, right? There's something I must do. I need to make them happy. My faint voice echoed silently through the lights of Tokyo. We were two silhouettes in the sky above Tokyo Tower. I came here to thank you, spectator. Mamiya Yumahisha. Thank you for showing me a future where Kaito lived. I wouldn't expect any less from my other half. So you knew about me and Natsumi Soichiroi. Natsumi and Mamiya are imaginary friends. Explain. Okay, Mamiya were boys who were older than me, and... it's kind of difficult to describe their appearance using just words. I'm sure an author would do a much better job than me. And stop the flattery and keep talking. Okay. They often played with me back when I was little. There was a winter when lots of snow fell, and we made a snowman. I looked around for branches and leaves, and used them to give a snowman face. I used red tree berries for eyes, a large leaf for the nose, and a bent branch as a mouth. Even you must have known it before you crossed the river of oblivion. You must have remembered the light, the nostalgia, and the happiness of those days.
Wow.
A fractal kaleidoscope.
You really snatched
My
my
wig!
weave, Shuichi.
Wig!
Yes,
queen! Well, how dare you, that's rude. A dreamscape sea. Memories at the Clove. Everything was in the dream diary. Written in a college notebook. Story. Side MAMIYA? Fuck! No, there's 2 different sides? Or is this just a whole thing? I think it's the whole thing because I didn't get options. The days back then were filled with light. Look, MAMIYA, snowman! Oh my god! Why are they in Victorian outfits? Oh, this is so cute! Oh, he had like long hair too. Ah, goddamn, look at Soy Kaito being watched by his 2 gay dads. Hold on, I gotta check a message. There we go. Oh my. So fucking pretty. This game is... Oh. Uh-oh. Chat, my mouse died. Oh no. What's funny is it died while hovering over stop streaming. When I went to... Hold on, I gotta grab the charger. Oh. It's across the room. Because I was not prepared for that. I should have been prepared. But I wasn't. I knew it was gonna die. I knew, chat. Sorry, you get mini bowled me. Ah, plug. I swear, if I have to do another fucking part because this is so long. Shit. It's already 7 o'clock. Hold on 1 second. No, it should be fine. We'll keep going. It's a really good one too. You did a great job. Yeah, thanks to the eyes and nose you just found. We just pointed you to the berries and branches. Yeah, and then we have you to thank for finding our limbs. I had so much fun building the snowman with you. I love you, MAMIYA. We love you too, Kaito. I gave the imaginary friends the name MAMIYA. It's gentle, wonderful word that makes your lips touch several times. The lips are 2 things that are as one, after all. Oh, I love fucking Victorian fucking Natsumi. It's not fair how it's always you, MAMIYA. This again, Natsumi? Away from the boy, the 2 entities in one were arguing. I mean, you got the scarf. You know how good it is, right? It belonged to his dad, and it's a bit fancy, too. And he became somewhat emotional. The light reflected by the snow made his golden hair sparkle as it moved. It's your own fault for not being there when we made a snowman last year. He gently rubbed the dark green scarf, and then put on a proud look. I mean, can you blame me? It's not like I could be here all the time. Hey, Kaito treated your wound, didn't he? He treats both of us well. Well, you're not wrong. He touched the band-aid on his cheek as though it was something precious. I remember what he said. MAMIYA, you're hurt? I'll treat it. And then he put it on the me that he made using empty boxes. No hard feelings then, right? The 2 of us are a single MAMIYA. Let's get along. Why are you running a poll? We're not running a poll. What is this poll? Alright, okay, Garlic. What is the poll? What is thy poll? What do you plan on doing? Oh my. Honestly, I have a problem with that too. Huh? I know you're the one who introduced yourself first. But now he calls all beings like us MAMIYA. And as MAMIYA, that's a huge perk for you. Well, that's true. I'm Kaito's #1 after all. I'm MAMIYA too, you know. All people originally exist as ideas within the Trilogism. Ideas were entities that lingered around like the air. And when it was time for them to receive flesh, they crossed the river of oblivion and gained life. Quesadilla? Huh? You get a yag or nay. Okay. Go make your tortilla. Kaito was able to see us after we spilled out of the Trilogism. He was a special kid. Yeah. And he loved fantasy like someone special would. You're about to be born, right? Yeah. A slot will finally open up. They're preparing my body as we speak. Is that so? I see. I hope I'm also born soon. We might be in different worlds, but it'd be something if we met again, huh? They were... Okay, this makes so much more sense! Originally, they are ideas. That is why only one person can see them. They are thoughts. Only Kaito can see them. However, Kaito believed in them so much that they became real beings. Mamiya and Natsumi were born in the same world. Mamiya was born before Natsumi was. And they both had the same goal, to revive Mamiya. Oh my fucking god, it's making sense! We might be in different worlds, but it'd be something if we met again, huh? I doubt I remember you, though. We'd both have bodies across the river. We both forget each other. We, the two Mamiya, were getting along with Kaito. But as Kaito grew, holding on to two fantasies became difficult for him. It was the year 1995, slightly before spring. Soy Kaito was still in elementary school. He was crying in a cold hallway, sitting in the fetal position. Kaito? What's wrong? Did something bad happen at school? Whose voice is that? Is someone there? Is someone there? As the boy looked around perplexed, they lowered their eyebrows in pain. Did you forget? Or Mamiya? Your Mamiya. Mamiya, it's been so long! Where have you been? As Soy Kaito smiled, Mamiya extended a hand to him. Even if you don't see us, we're always by your side. Mamiya tried placing a hand on the boy's shoulder. But it wasn't much consolation, as it didn't even touch him. My friend is changing schools. So the boy was crying out of loneliness. The fact that he would have to part with a friend. It's so mean. He didn't even tell me. I'm so sad. Kaito. Those words made him think of himself, who would also have to leave soon. The very thought made his heart ache. He decided that, unlike that friend, he would actually say it. It didn't matter that he may stop seeing him or forget about him. So, Kaito, there's something I should... Mamiya... You'll always be with me, right? He was at a loss for words. Unlike the kids at school, you're a very important friend to me. So you'll always be with me, right? Mamiya? Natsumi stared at Mamiya with a puzzled look on his face. The transparent entity closed his eyes and gave him a smile that came from the heart. Yeah, of course, Kaito. I am Mamiya. If you need Mamiya, then I'll gladly be by your side. That is my oath to you. Are you sure about this? Yeah, I need to be by Kaito's side. Go, Natsumi. Well then, until next time, look out for Kaito for me. You don't have to tell me. I'm the one Kaito chose. It's an honor. So Mamiya actually never got to really live a life. And so you, Natsumi Soichiroi, came into this world on December 22nd, 1995. You crossed the River of Oblivion, lost your memories as an idea, as Mamiya, and were raised as Natsumi Soichiroi, and went on to suffer a natural death in 2012. You get it now, right? I wanted to shout that I had no memory of this, like I always would. However, Soy Kaito and Mamiya Yumahishi were the witnesses that made me unable to open my mouth. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure he was very important to me. Well, I was very small back then, so I don't remember the details. But Natsumi probably lived in my neighborhood, and we often played together. Knowing you, I believed you wouldn't give up and would guide the story to a happy conclusion. His dry eyes reflected his feeling of resignation. I believe you let your ego, your selfishness take over and make you choose your friend's smiles, even if it meant choosing the destruction of the story. After all, we're being split from the same idea. We are both the same Mamiya. No! How's it feel, Natsumi? You kept denying, and denying, Mamiya. But now it's... now it's your own identity. Fuck. Chat. It's not the last episode. I can't keep going. I'm so sorry. My throat is fucking killing me. Oh. No. Fuck me. Save. I'm straining my throat. I'm so sorry. We will definitely finish this. I am determined to finally fucking finish this thing. This anime. This game will not control me for much longer, chat. Thank you for the hydrate. All I have is a soda. I need water. I need sustenance. Don't leave just yet, though. We are gonna go raid. Let's go find a victim to raid. I should have some friends online. Let's see. Who is live? Ba, 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 ba. Who can we annoy today? Who are we gonna commit heinous acts of murder with today? God, everyone's live! Why is everyone live today? You're making me choose? What the fuck? You know what? We're gonna go to Energinx, because Energinx is a very lovely human. They're playing some Monster Hunter with Bibi Zero Bobs. Zero is so nice, very nice person. But yes, I will see you guys next time, though. Tomorrow, we will be playing some Valorant before we play Pal World with Ichi and Energinx and Spicy Fromage. So, hopefully you guys can tune in on that. But until next time, bye-bye!